Yeah,
now.
the deadline.
Hey
to get
guys,
in
how's it
was
going?
today.
Good to see you. Welcome to Table Hops and our Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. And last time, a lot of crazy stuff happened. Natel and everybody except for Toro helped Clan Battlehammer by bringing ingots to Bryn Shander. Then they went to Targos, and they found out that Toro had already left. He's had enough. He's kept tracking down Torg's merchant caravan. In Targos, you met with Garret Verlyn, where he informed you that his husband was lost on a hiking expedition near Kevlin's Cairn. You also noticed a human man and a tiefling feeding a winged snake at the Luskan Armed Inn, which is kind of strange and not really commonplace this far north. Finally, you decided to continue on your way towards Termalaine, and you ran across a few more dwarves on the way up, and they thanked you for being able to help their comrades bring that delivery to Bryn Shander. And finally, you made it to the inn, which was the Blue Clam, I believe, where Toro was sitting there, wondering what took you so long. And he informed you that Torgs and Sephek Kaltro are in this town. And that's where we left off. So let's start today's session, as I'm setting everything up here, with you guys just entering the tavern and having a seat with Toro while I fix everyone's name plates. All right, so take it away, guys. I'll be with you in a moment.
Yeah, I found them. They're here.
Okay, let's just go deal with it then, right away, instantly, with absolutely no time for anyone to take a second and do a task or.
Button.
Maybe we should have a
I like the way you think,
plan.
Button.
Maybe we should have a plan.
No,
think
just
the
gun
better
it.
idea.
Just gun it as hard as possible while someone is trying to do a thing, and don't give them the opportunity to.
Obviously, we can plan on the way.
Right.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I agree with this one.
Yeah, I don't agree with any of this. We need to figure out what we're doing before we leave.
I mean, all right then. What did you all find out anything useful or?
I mean, you would know that if you would have stuck with us, but yeah, no, we'll catch you up. It's fine.
All right, I've caught you up on the useful things that I found out. So,
We've learned that Nyx is useless in a fight.
oh,
Look,
that's unfortunate.
it's not how any of this went down. Okay, it's not the whole truth.
He was just getting his steps in for the day.
It was a little cold. I was.
It's always cold.
Yeah, I don't like it
Yes,
here.
it's always cold.
Right.
I was just exercising. I was letting Button take care of it. I was giving him the easy guys. Okay, I'm gonna.
So you defeated the hard guys.
Yes, that's the plan.
Oh, when did that happen?
It's the next plan. Is.
So I'm sorry. Are you telling me you're trading off fighting, but
Yes.
Button?
Yes.
You're just going to sit the next fight out.
No, I'm fighting the next one.
That's
He's
what
sitting
it
the next
sounds
one
like.
out.
I'll sit the next one out.
Yeah, Button's sitting the next one out. I got this one. It's just to.
It's like a rotating cast.
How
Seb, I
silly
sent you
would that
something.
be if
I sent
we
you
had a
something in the roll
rotating cast
20,
of people in this group.
and then you're like, "Hey, where the hell's Tira?"
Oh yes, where is the Tira with her ravens?
And Tira's,
I
I'm
think
right here.
Leaf
I'm
got
sitting with
sick.
you with my ravens here, just sort of blending into the background.
Ah, I see.
Ah.
Oh, it's quite
Not
creepy,
often
isn't it?
People can sneak up on me.
With that, Seb, I did send you something in the chat just in case you didn't see it. And I did fix the nameplates, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you in the chat for mentioning that. Zoom was acting slow for us, which seems like an oxymoron. So now that we are all together and everything's correct, you have heard that Torgs is here. You have been traveling for most of the day, so it's up to you whether you want to investigate this immediately or wait until the next morning. I think most of your guys' hit points were good.
Toro drains his glass and he's like, we should come up with a plan, but it should happen today. We don't know what Targos has planned next.
Right. Are we going to discuss it all the other thing that I learned about, or is that?
That's
Oh yeah, you can
right.
share that. We were just giving Toro a hard time because that seems to be, when you wander off into the snow without telling anyone.
I definitely told you before I
haven't-
left.
We haven't mentioned.
We had a conversation.
in character
You all-
the thing Chris said. So I wanted to make sure that happened.
You should also know, before we go into this next part, Targos is in fact a Zentarum agent.
Oh, because they're everywhere. Sure, why not?
Oh, good.
It seems they've made it this far north, so
Just to retcon, the speaker of Targos is. I'm not sure if that's what you said. I didn't hear it correctly. But
the
Targos
speaker
is
in
Targos is the
Targos,
town.
alright.
The speaker or mayor of said. Not everybody in Targos is a Zentarum. Not every single one of them. But
All
the
of them,
speaker
the whole
is
lot.
the mayor. Yes.
Okay.
Burn
Yes.
it. Burn it.
To retcon, then yes, the speaker here in Targos is a Zentarum agent.
Can I have, let's see, Natel, roll an insight check.
Okay. Okay.
So, with a 16, you find it strange that someone who's technically been in exile for so long, especially so far north, would pick up on something such as the local politics and what factions or organizations they may be part of.
For someone who doesn't live among any people, you sure are well informed.
Well, as a criminal, I have to be. It's important to know who's who around here, especially when you've got, what's the word? It's important to know who's who when you're accepting jobs.
When you say criminal, are you part of the Black Network?
God, no. I'm not part of any network. I work for myself and myself alone.
Okay.
Just
Anyway.
then, Leif on Tira's shoulder caws and flies out the window, and Tira says, "I better go see what that's about. Don't do anything stupid without me as I sit out this adventure and watch from the chat room." And she leaves. And Tira will be joining us in the next adventure, and we'll probably learn a couple of things while she's out and about in Termalaine.
I liked how she said, "Don't do anything stupid without me,"
Yeah,
as if it's totally okay if we do it with her.
that's how it works.
She's
Yeah, once
amused
she
by
comes
us,
back,
by
it's
our
fine.
non-human antics.
Tira is a very nice team player.
She does good
He's
work.
very friendly. Almost, yeah.
She has good booze.
Then
That's true. Made out of fermented fish. So just so you guys know, the blue clam is located right here. Sometimes it's a little hard to find it, that specific spot, but it is right here.
It keeps moving around.
Oh, man. Wait, I can do that. I
Oh,
can-
we're getting started already.
Why?
All right.
why?
Terms of service, Chris. Terms of service.
yes, terms of service, yeah. For more quality content, like and subscribe. So you do know that the merchant is probably a little closer to the town hall near the center of town. So if you like, you can go and investigate that area now.
Why?
Because that's where Sephek Kaltro is.
Right.
Just the point.
Because that's where the story
That's
is.
where the plot is.
I thought we. Okay, I didn't hear the merchant part. I guess we can go shopping. Sure.
Oh, yeah, this is our shopping episode. All right, so if you guys, you said you wanted to check it out today, right?
I'm fine
Just
with
making
checking
sure
it out.
everyone
Now.
knows that this is
I'd like to
the-
investigate as soon as possible.
All right, sounds good. So you start heading out towards the plot point, And as you arrive there, you see a line of caravans together, and they're all open, sort of like a food truck rodeo. And you can see they're all selling their wares. It seems that there's a dwarven woman at the front who's calling out the various types of materials they have for sale. You see a tall human man standing next to her. He appears unarmed. He has a smirk on his face. His hair is pulled back. The thing that stands out to you about him is that he's not wearing any of the heavy clothing that the other people around this area are, as if the cold is not affecting him at all.
Oh, is that
Doesn't bother
The
me.
cold
Is that the
doesn't bother
bodyguard?
him anyway.
I already.
I think the
Damn
answer
it,
to all your
Sam.
questions was yes.
Toro is kind of standing at the back of the group. He's not interested in shopping right now.
I'm looking at everything that could keep me warm.
So they have different pelts of various types of animals this far north. You notice some polar bear pelts, like the ones that you encountered earlier. And then even some an axe beak hat that you wear, and it's like, yes. So there is those.
Is it made from an actual axe beak?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
no, I
wearing a
can't
head
have
on
that
your
then.
head. Yeah, that's
No.
We use,
I
It
want
was-
to send
we
it
use all of it.
to
up
Marv so bad. How much is the XP cat?
there. Marv would love that.
I know, that's why I want to buy it for him. How much is the XP cat?
Oh, for you, axe beak hack. It's rare to get these. It's well preserved. I'll give it to you for 2 gold pieces.
Oh, sold. Sold.
Very nice. Would you like it gift wrapped?
You- Yes, it is a gift, so that would be very wonderful. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Please pay up here at the front, and I'll go get the wrappings. So she goes off to do that. You imagine it's Torg, who is this woman here.
Oh my God, Feltre, Ani, I just bought the most amazing thing for Marv.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to show you. It's an XP cat.
So
Oh my goodness, he will die.
this horrific beak-like contraption that goes on people's heads is in a big fancy hat box, one of those round ones, and it has a big calligraphy T on the front of it. Here you go, miss. And you pay
Oh,
your
thank
2
you.
gold pieces.
Button, is there like a post or a courier in this city or anywhere in the 10 towns?
Probably.
Thank you, Button. That was very helpful.
I haven't read the book.
So with that, Torg overhears you and says, "Well, if you'd like, we do offer a messaging service. We can bring it with us during our next trip. We're actually going to be heading to Lonely Wood to the north, and then making our way all the way back to East Haven. We kind of do the circuit back and forth."
I have no idea where East Haven is, but
Wait,
Oh, it's
they're
to the
heading
east.
North to where?
I'll show you. It's from. They're apparently going to Lonely Wood, which is just a little farther north than where you are in Termalaine, and then they're going to be heading all the way back past Targos, past Binshander, and all the way over here to East Haven. It looks like they only operate in Icewind Dale.
oh no, I'm looking for something a little more long distance.
Oh well, if you're trying to reach the other kingdoms, you may want to check back in Bryn Shander. I believe they may have a service that could be able to help you.
Okay, thank you.
Just point of clarity. At the end of last session, you said, Chris, that Toro told me something. Toro has not said that something. I don't want to react to it as if I know about it. If I don't.
Oh, that's right. That's an important thing. So I'll whisper it to Seb, and then I'll let Toro take care of it themselves.
Oh, okay. All right. It's like I didn't know that I said anything to Button.
Yeah, you.
I honestly
you
thought it
said
was
something that sparked Button's interest.
right. I thought it was Ma at first, but I'm incorrect. You are correct.
Guess what? All
Oh.
this axe speak talk is going around, especially since I'm hearing names I recognize as far as like the various merchants and things like that we're trying to keep an eye on. Can I do like a perception check or investigation or something just to kind of like see what's going on, see if I pick up on anything that they're
Sure.
doing?
Go ahead.
Which one would you like
Perception
me to...
would be good.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I guess Toro pulls Button aside and sort of like low so that no one else can hear. It's just kind of like, so I remember you don't like to talk about her, but I remember you were looking for a woman. While I've been here, I saw a strange woman with torgs. She seems sort of like the odd one out. She doesn't seem like any merchant I've ever seen.
Pale skin, black hair.
God, is that?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
nodding very furiously.
Yes, that's what she looked like. I can point her out to you if I see her again.
Please. I have to find her at some point.
Sure.
This is problematic. Could become more dangerous.
I see. Does she, in the interest of the mission, does she have anything to do with the serial murders?
Perhaps the deaths seem familiar.
Right.
It's possible she could have something to do with them.
Right. All right. If we see her again, we'll let the others know, but otherwise, we can just fill them in later.
Keep my knowledge of it between us, if you don't
Sure.
mind.
Sure. If I see her again today, obviously we should probably try to talk to her.
Right, have like a code word, like a...
Sure. I'm not very familiar with
Just
codes
like
and things.
Just say
What-
something like papaya or something. Sort of sprinkle that in and I'll know what you're talking about.
Right.
The only sentence that would make sense is, you know what they can't grow in Icewind Dale? Papaya.
Or chickens.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Unless they're really big and axe-beaky. So while this is going...
Axe stew is delicious.
That does sound like it would be kind of scary. So while this is going on, as you're mentioning this, Toro, you look around. You don't see the woman that you saw earlier as the merchant caravan came into town. It seems like some of the merchants... It's getting slightly later, although it's hard to tell because it's always night here. But most of the other merchants, seeing that business is slowing, have turned into the various taverns, a lot of them heading to the Blue Clam. And it looks like they're just trying to get a couple more sales out of tonight. But you don't see that woman here anymore.
Okay. Do I see like the... Oh god, I should have reread my notes. What's the name of the person we're looking for? Is it Torgs?
Sephek Kaltro.
Sephek.
Sephek, yeah. Now, Anarissa just did.
So,
okay.
it's one of those things that even though my passive perception's 13, I rolled a 9. So I'm looking around and I'm like, oh my god, there's snow, and there's merchants, and there's things that they're selling for snow, and we never see this in Waterdeep, and I got nothing for you.
Oh, I did send you a little message. The only thing you barely noticed was Kaltro kind of saw your group approach, but kind of looked away as if it was nothing special.
Okay, yeah, I saw the note. I just,
He's sort of
humor
like
first.
he's doing his bodyguarding, but it doesn't look he's taking you seriously, at least.
His mistake.
We'll soon find out, won't we? So you know that Tavis wanted you to intercept this individual, but it seems like in the middle of town square might not be the best approach. But if that's how you want to do it.
Oh no. No, God, we're good.
No.
Do we know where he's staying?
You don't. No.
Oh,
You
no.
could ask
Right.
somebody.
Toro, you didn't figure out where he was staying?
No, they've been setting up all day. I haven't seen any of them going into any of the local taverns except for food and drink.
Do
We
they...
could simply follow them. It's getting towards that time when things will start closing.
True. I wouldn't mind staying and shopping more anyway. I need to
And
find something for
collecting
Chris to send
information.
back. Yes. Sure.
Right.
Yes.
So, is there anything else you guys would like to purchase? And if you want to just take a peruse, then we can use the random generator.
Dear.
Unfortunately, I think Toto is just going to like walk up and down the area as if he is looking at things, but will actually be looking out for like important people.
Okay.
Like the woman or.
I'm gonna walk with Toro and actually shop and something to him that I find interesting the entire time.
That's great. All
And
right,
I'm
so
looking specifically for pretty clothes for Krizik to send back with the axe beak hat from
okay,
Marv.
sounds perfect. So,
I will occasionally remind Natel that you can't spend all your money. We don't have a bank here.
Oh. I'll be careful, I promise.
I mean, the hat was only 2 gold, so
Blowing through your money like that isn't wise. Totally
But it-
straight
I
face.
didn't realize that.
and Ani is just like, but it is fun.
It is very fun.
Right, but it's also more things that you'll have to carry between towns.
I don't think you
Yes.
understand how small Krizik is. They're not going to be very big clothes.
No.
If you insist.
So what I'd like you to do is I'd like Toro to roll an investigation check while Natel rolls a D-hundo. Button and Valtreya, Mirnix is off looking at something in the snow.
On!
And Anarissa, what are you doing? Button? Let's go one at a time. Button, what are you doing?
I'm just sort of doing that thing like picking up something like that could be useful. Or I will probably come back for it. You know.
Okay.
Do you have a card?
Yeah, let me get maybe like a website or something. I could just see if you heard.
We have an online
But-
catalog. Go ahead and roll a D100 as well.
Very well.
I feel like Button is trying to pretend to shop, but like is not being overly convincing about it.
Chris,
Can I join in on this shopping?
Sure.
adventure?
And Valtreya, what were you saying?
35.
I said, did you want me to roll one as well?
It depends what you're doing. If you're shopping, then sure.
Yeah, I'm
Alright, cool.
shopping, but also occasionally reminding Natel that we can't buy the whole store.
All right.
I mean, not with that attitude, but okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna roll as well because I feel like Anarissa is just like super excited about finding stuff for Krizik. So she is not helping keep Natel in line here. Because
wanna
for
be
once, she's not like having to be the adult. She could be the teenager just running around here. So
There's no goblins or kobolds to keep track of here.
So
I mean, which I miss them, but there is a slight advantage of not having the associated responsibility.
so here's the certain things that you guys locate, and then I'll tell you what Toro finds out.
Nothing.
So
He finds nothing. He rolls an 8.
Valtreya, you find as you're looking for something that reminds you of Krizik, you find a it looks like a long blue scarf. Looks like it would keep you quite warm, but just something about the color just sort of makes you think of home. It looks lightweight, but it is quite warm.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was actually Natel. I said the wrong name. I meant Natel. Sorry. My bad, because you were shopping for Krizik.
Yes.
Yes, that's what you find, Natel. Sorry. Wrong number. Go ahead.
Okay.
So is that something that you may be perhaps interested in?
Yes. Yes, I will buy it.
All right. It's like that'll be 5 gold pieces.
Oh, how is this more expensive than the big axe beak hat? I'm
Well,
very confused.
Well, unlike the Axby hat, this actually has a very small enchantment on it. The higher you are in altitude, the paler the blue becomes, and the deeper you are below the waves, the darker it becomes.
Oh, I'll have to throw Krizik in the ocean when we get home.
That
to
sounds
see-
fantastic. So, Valtreya, you pick up a small silver tin. It looks quite ornate and beautiful. It looks like a decorative piece that you could place things inside. That's Valtreya. Did I say the wrong name again?
That's right. What?
Valtreya, you find a small silver tin with ornate designs around it.
Okay.
This is what catches your eye. You can investigate it more if you like, or you don't have to
would.
purchase it. All right, so as you open it up, it just sort of emits this foul, like fish-like odor from the inside.
That sounds pleasant.
So it kind of catches your eye. You open it up and you have to kind of like put the lid back on, put it back
As
down.
it's do.
Ani just makes a little breeze go by to like blow it away.
So you see.
That wasn't me.
So Mirnix, you pick up it reminds you of when you met with the goblins, this polar bear ice figurine. Tor goes over to what you're looking at and says, that also has a small enchantment on it that it will never melt, no matter how warm it gets outside. But Mirnix, if you don't care about that, that's cool. Oh, you do? Okay, sorry.
I keep forgetting what my character name is.
I felt bad forgetting, but that's not... Well, that's something you can think about while I move on.
I like how you found the one thing made of literal ice. Like, it just...
Okay, I'm just going to read this out loud to you, Zach, because I don't really know what to go with this. It just says, a jar containing an unidentifiable sweet, sticky substance.
How much?
So you pick it up and you give it to Tor. I don't even know what this is. I mean, 1 gold piece.
I think you should taste it first, Button.
Yeah,
May I sample it?
Lick it.
She looks around at the other merchants like, is he supposed to eat that? And when they say, absolutely, sure. So you Winnie the Pooh it and stick your hand inside, your paw inside.
Do not stick my hand inside of it, sir. Don't ever say that I would do that. Doesn't matter what character I am, I will never stick my hand in a jar of honey. That is across the board, every character.
You don't want sticky here? You don't want the sticky?
Oh no.
No.
So how are you going to sample
Do you
it?
have any idea how often
I just
that
want
would
to
be?
see it. I just want to see the cat shake his paw off and not be able to do it and just keep.
I take my cat claw and I sort of like scrape a little bit and I.
All right, it has a very sweet taste to it. It's like a sweeter honey. It has like a strange sort of berry-esque taste to it on the end. But she looks at you like, is it good?
It's awful. I'll give you a silver for it.
Well, I don't know what it is anyway. So yes, I'll take your silver.
Very well. I can't. Can you break this gold piece?
I'm afraid not. As she just takes it.
Oh.
All right. So and then
Actually, Button here. I have a silver. I can.
I've got it. It's fine.
You sure?
Yes. It's fine.
all right. So
Give me the jar.
Anarissa, did you roll one? Yeah, 60.
I did.
Okay, so okay, as you're looking at this, it's a
dear.
small necklace. It's a small amber necklace, and inside is a mosquito that's buried in the amber. And Torg says, "Well, we spared no expense acquiring this piece."
Oh my god. Fucking, did he write that? Did Perkins
No,
write that?
it just says says a brooch made from a small insect encased in amber.
Okay, that's fine. I thought that's good. That's pretty good.
I feel like being from an area that's by the water and is usually warm, I'm going to immediately understand this is a mosquito. And I'm like, oh, that's lovely. And I'm just going to see if they bullshit this. Be like, do you know what kind of insect this is?
Well, this is what the hell are those things called? Oh, I had it too. I had it. Oh, I forgot it. The bug, the actual giant mosquito thing.
Oh,
You fought him in Waterdeep.
yeah.
But those were okay. So they're bullshitting me because
This is a
thing
baby.
is like a.
It's a larvae of the awkwardly large thing. Props, Princess. Thank you so much. Oh, MP3 Chaos, thank you for gifting that. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the subscriptions.
Yep.
Hey.
I was like,
So-
wait, what did I do?
So I very nicely say that it's lovely, but maybe not for me. Thank you.
Oh, no
Because
problem.
I'm just thinking, there's like how many goddamn mosquitoes in
There was an
Waterdeep,
older
and
gentleman in a white suit that was interested in it, so perhaps I'll sell it to him. So with
I
that,
didn't get the joke.
Jurassic Park.
What?
Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Okay.
So with
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Anarissa's just
Just
thinking,
then
I
a
can catch
T-Rex
my own
comes into
goddamn
Termalaine.
mosquito when I get home.
So as you are done with your shopping tour, you come back. You unfortunately weren't able. You saw that some of the merchants were discussing things with Kaltro, but all you determined is that some of them are staying. Sleeping in the wagons, but him and Torg are going to be staying at one of the inns. But the name you heard, you couldn't quite make it out, but it wasn't the Blue Clam.
Okay.
Would anyone like a finger of goo?
Yes, please. I would.
Yeah, you may try. It's oddly sweet.
I dip a finger in and I try it.
All right, it is quite delicious, but then you realize the fine furs on your around your finger, it's just covered in this stuff, and it's going to be really hard to wash it off.
That's fine.
Can I possibly look at this jar and see if there's any writing on it to tell me what it is? I feel like with the calligraphy background, I might be able to recognize
It's an empty
something.
glass jar. It just says jar.
Yeah, it's just like a mason jar that someone put shit in and sold it by accident.
Oh my gosh.
So, anywho's, if you're done shopping, basically you know they're going to be staying at another tavern, but another inn, but you don't know any other inns here because, well, no, Button, you would have been out of the area, so you probably wouldn't have been through this turn. Mirnix,
But Toro, no?
Toro, why don't you roll a history check and see the DC won't be high.
Toro and me, or just Toro?
Just Toro, because I think you have a bad sense of direction. No offense.
I do, which would make this even funnier.
So while Toro's trying to figure out if he does know anything about this place, Valtreya wants to look and see if there are slightly heavier winter clothes that she's wearing, but also fashionable.
So it just seems like everything they have is sort of larger pelts. I mean, I think what you got from Bryn Shander was sort of like wolf pelts, that type of thing. They do have the more exotic polar bear type things if you're looking for an ensemble. That plus the Axbeak hat would be killer. You could have just kept them, but you murdered them and left.
I would say, don't you also have the boots that should be protecting you from up to -50 or something?
Yes, but if I wear slightly heavier, it will protect me to -100.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, Chris, we just got gifted an inspiration.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Thanks, MP3
Thank you, MP3 Chaos, for the inspiration. Let me go ahead and put the token up there. You do know, Toro, having been through here at least a couple of times, that the other end is called, the other inn is called the East Side, and I put it on your map.
Cool.
And do I know that that's the only other inn in town, or is that the only
You
other
know
one
that
they
that's
would be likely to?
Yeah, you kind of narrowed it down to that's where they're staying.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Toro rejoins the group. He's like, "Is everyone done? Would you like to continue the mission now?"
I don't know what you're talking about. I never left your side. I dragged you along to all of my shopping.
Well, while you were shopping, I learned that while some of them are staying in the wagons, Kaltro and Torg are staying in the other inn in town. It's called the East Side. I'm sure you can guess where it is in town.
I don't know. Hold on. Maybe we should ask Mirnix.
That's so good.
Oh, has Munich been here before?
Yes, I have. Let's go.
Has any idea where they are?
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
If they have, they don't
you
remember.
can lead us to the inn then. Yes.
Feel like
Yes. Mirnix,
Ani-
lead Toro to the end, Mirnix.
Okay.
So you
We're
start
going
heading
the
west.
opposite direction.
yeah.
So everyone in the chat, just so you guys know, this giant coin is not a dragon that's attacking the town. This is our inspiration. The green number is how much inspiration the party has, which is currently 1. Thank you very much. And the red inspiration, which is currently 0, are my inspirations. So if you're in the chat and you want to give either group an inspiration, like the GM for sure, then you can put it
No,
in there.
don't give the GM
They just
inspiration.
cost some craft points, which you earn by watching tabletop stuff. So thanks a bunch. So you head towards the east side as it gets a little bit later on, and you see that the merchant shops have closed their wagons. Torg and Kaltro head towards the east side. And you see them enter. They grab a meal, grab some ales. What would you like to do while you're kind of on the outside looking in?
You guys want me to follow them? I can sneak.
Oh.
Maybe I can just sit myself somewhere in there and see if I can overhear something.
All right then. I don't see why some of us would have to wait outside unless
I mean, you don't
someone
have
isn't a
to.
sneaky.
I'd like to go
I don't-
inside.
And
It's cold out
he
here.
eyes
It's
Natel
cold.
like,
I'm very sneaky, thank you.
8 feet of
Right,
sneak.
I'll go get us a
Then.
table, and as they're bickering,
stomp
I'm gonna
into
go in and find a large enough table for all of us, and I'm just gonna act like I don't even see this bullshit going on.
Okay, so you see Torg and Kaltro going against the side. Torg is eating. Kaltro is just leaning against a post, not eating anything, just crossing his arms over his chest, sort of watching out. He doesn't even notice you come in. You find a table at the opposite side of the tavern that's large enough to accompany all 6 of you, and you guys are able to come in quite noisily, arguing about who's the sneakiest, and then you you come and sit at the table.
Yep.
I'd like to. I want to take a look around the room, like a detailed look.
Okay. So you see a couple of fishermen that are sitting at the bar. It looks like they've been here for a long time, as the entire lake to the east of this village is frozen over. They're complaining about Auriel and her curse of endless night and winter, and how the trade has been bad. And they're just old men bickering, drinking. There is a man serving food across the table. He's bald. He has a very nice mustache.
Okay.
Doesn't look quite owlbear material, but it's good to look at.
Totoro waves him down and orders a round of ale for the table.
Oh, do you
He
have
specifies
biscuits?
whatever's drinkable.
That'll be 1 silver for the pitcher.
Do you have biscuits?
We have no
Are-
biscuits.
Or rolls? Or do you have bread?
Aye, we have bread.
Can I have some bread, please? Enough for my whole group.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Let's say 5 copper for that.
Okay, thank you. Can you heat it up, maybe?
Yes, of course.
I'll pay more.
So he goes to the back. He takes some apparently decently stale rolls off the thing and puts them in a basket over the fire for like 10 seconds. He pops the microwave open and brings them to the table. So as the pitcher of ale and the bread is placed in front of you, and then he says, "This is your only basket. It's not an unlimited rolls.
Oh, well.
This is not the
okay,
garden
fine
of
then.
olives."
But then can I have more goo, please? To put on the rolls.
Yes.
Yes. Here, take some goo.
Okay. You should try it too. I bet it'd be very good.
Look on the bread.
Yes, put it on the bread.
Take the
I'm
roll and I
staring in abject
Give it-
horror.
Wow, that's
Can I
quite
do? How close are we sitting to Torg and Kaltro?
You're on the opposite side of the tavern, but if you focus on them, you can tell me what you're trying to look for.
I mean, it's just Torg eating.
There's a
Like,
couple
by
of
himself.
her merchants around her,
Okay.
but Kaltro is not joining in the meal.
Okay. Is there like a part of the bar that's closer to their table?
Yeah, the bar is closer to their table. You could sit at the bar and be closer.
Okay. Toro will like pour out the drinks for everyone
Okay.
until the pitcher is empty, and then take the pitcher back to the bar. But he's going to walk towards not like the closest that he can get to the table, but like probably about halfway between like one end of the bar and where they're sitting.
Okay.
Close enough to listen, basically.
So as you order, are you ordering another pitcher too? Sitting at the bar ordering?
Yes,
Another? Okay,
he's got like a silver piece ready for another pitcher.
All right, so the man starts
But
filling
while
up the
he's
pitcher.
waiting,
Right
yeah.
behind you, you hear Torg talking with the other merchants saying, "Oh, business has been slow recently, hasn't it, boys? with their murders, it's terrible. But it's Oriel's wish that a sacrifice must be made. And if people cheat on that, then I guess that's what's coming to them. Roll a perception check, Anarissa.
Okay.
I've got the goo on the roof of my mouth, so I'm just like...
Oh, okay. There.
Hey.
Yeah, very good. So, unknown to Toro, because Toro has his back towards that table, you see Kaltro unfold his arms and walk out the back door to apparently just the back door of the tavern. He opens the door and some of the snow comes in and he closes it behind him. Looks like he's getting some air. And Button is trying to lick the sticky substance off the roof of his mouth with very little. His mouth opens and you see like his long incisors. Like,
Button, you're adorable.
I appreciate the compliment, I suppose. My enemies didn't find me adorable as I gutted them.
oh, you're so adorable.
But you are adorable.
Well, hopefully I'm not your enemy, so it's a compliment coming from me.
So, Toro, you hear one of the merchants saying to Torg, saying, oh, that Kaltro, he gives me the creeps. And then Torg says, shut up, he does his job better than you do. And anyway, he seems fine to me. A little odd, but he's done his job well so far.
So I'm letting the rest of the table know quietly what I've seen, and I'm going to use message real quick to shoot it into the back of Toro's head that, hey, he just went out the door. Just so you know. So, which I don't know if Toro's ever experienced message, but he can respond like one sentence. But he's gotten my voice in his head all of a sudden.
Okay, but he's okay.
But it's telepathic, so.
You don't see him really react, except you see his tail twitch. Like it's when he was just standing there, it was just sort of like flicking side to side, kind of lazily, like he's relaxed. But the second he heard your voice, it was like whipping back and forth.
Like
like he's trying not to react, but the tail is still reacting.
Right. The experience is very akin to
furbolgs
like.
have like long tails? Like, is this like a dog or
It's
cat?
not normal.
I
don't have one.
I've seen some like official art where furbolgs have tails, but some where they don't. So I don't know.
I imagine it's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
thought it would be neat.
like Barf from Spaceballs. That's the kind of tail that's going through my mind.
Yes. Oh,
might
I
have
am
its own.
super jealous of Toro's tail.
Yeah, on the mini I made in Hero Forge, it looks like a lion's tail or a bull's tail, which I thought was funny because Toro means bull in Spanish. So.
Ah.
Chris, what character did Toro tell Button was hanging out with this woman?
So
The one that walked outside or the one that's at the table?
So all you heard from Toro was that this woman that you've been seeking has been traveling apparently with these merchants as the entire caravan came in.
Oh, okay.
The woman seemed like the odd one out, not really a merchant, holding herself differently. Didn't seem like she belonged.
Okay.
So that's as far as you got.
Okay.
And you
She
haven't
wasn't-
seen the woman this whole time.
No, I haven't. But if one of the two of them was more prominent with them, okay, but I'm with you. I'll follow.
Yep.
I lean over to Ani and I'm like, do you think maybe we should try to follow him or wait for him to come back?
I can scout around the outside of the building. I've got this cloak that helps me hide a bit better. So, and I can always act
And-
like the dumb, I don't know where I am, newbie person if he catches me.
It's not a good plan. They don't take too kindly to just naivete up here.
Then I just kill him. It's fine.
Okay.
Or
Honey.
just don't get caught. Just don't get caught, I think is what we need to do.
I feel like
Kill him.
everybody at the table was like, "Oh shit!" Except for Natel and Valtrera are like, "No, she just talks shit. She just
She's very
Is,
small, she's very full of shit. But if you do want to go,
No, the girl can definitely kill a man. I like it.
Button.
On
Okay,
that
let's
note,
proceed on.
I am going to definitely go out.
wait. Ani, before you leave, I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace. Just so you
Oh,
can
cool.
be very sneaky.
Okay.
That makes me extra sneaky. Okay.
Very, very
So
sneaky.
Fury, do this.
I know. Why did it wait so long? Okay. So anyway, it's casted now. So
Right.
I'm not quite sure how this exactly like manifests itself in the real world, but I'm just gonna say you're sneaky as shit, and you exit the back door trying to catch an eye on to Kaltro. But I don't know if the whole tavern fills with smoke as you pass without a trace.
No.
or-
I feel like it would be a little more subtle. I would just take Ani's hands in my face and be like, "You are now master of disguise. Go."
But you really didn't cast a single thing, did you?
I think gameplay mechanics wise, or like world wise, I think that it like covers up your footprints,
Okay.
and footsteps and things
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah.
you make less, you're much more muffled when you walk.
Okay,
Oh.
that see what
Yeah.
your description's much better than
Like
mine. I was gonna
shimmery.
say that it's like when they put the security camera on loop, like it's your argument
Yeah.
over and over with button just doing that on repeat.
Yeah, I was thinking that I was going to, since he went out the back door, I was going to go out the front and loop around the building because
Okay.
I don't think the building's that
Sure.
big, but because I think he's more likely to notice me coming out like right behind him, but it won't look suspicious for me to go out the front door.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check, making sure you add the 10. I'm
Okay.
going to be chat. You're going to see some stuff that no one should see, so don't
Okay.
tell the
I
players.
will.
I will
get
cover
off
my
Twitch.
phone.
Or you can just
Yeah, and I
pause
was
the
saying-
video.
I could.
Okay, now, am I doing a stealth check to like, because I'm with this cloak, it says if I'm doing stealth checks made to hide.
Yes,
so I'm
use your
guessing-
advantage.
Okay, so it's advantage and then plus 10.
Correct.
So,
Nice.
yeah, so 35.
Okay. So 35. I gotta see. I don't think it's gonna happen. Let me see if I can whisper this. I'm whispering this roll so only I and the chat will see it. Not enough. You see, Kaltro is leaning with his back against a wall of the alley behind the tavern, just sort of just taking a break. He doesn't seem to be doing anything in particular other than just leaning against the wall.
And I don't see anybody else around him or anything
No,
else
the
that
rest
would...
of the alley is empty. The only sound you hear is the merriment echoing from the tavern itself.
Okay. Since I am sneaky as shit, can I stay hidden for a minute and see what else he does?
It'll require another stealth check.
Advantage plus 10.
Yeah,
I
so
think I
I'm
think
sure
I can risk
I'm
it.
sure it's fine. Yeah. Are you trying to get closer?
He's not talking to anybody, so I think I can stay kind of back a bit and just see like if he, starts to head back inside the building, or if he's gonna start walking somewhere else, or if someone else comes to him. I just kind of want to watch for a minute.
Okay.
And then, so 27.
Okay. That's not Nat. Okay. He doesn't seem to notice you. It's eerie how still he is. Most of the time you can see, the chest rise and fall or fidgeting out of impatience. Then it dawns on you what's really unnerving you is that there's no cloud of breath coming from in front of him.
He's the one who doesn't wear warm clothes too, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so we already know that there's probably some sort of magical shit going on here with him. Okay.
I'm also going to tell you this. Even though you're absolutely silent, it seems like he sort of picks up his head for a moment as if he thinks he hears something, but is not quite sure. Meaning he rolled
Yeah.
decently close.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to wait too long here. I'm going to kind of go back inside and see and relay what I saw, including that this creepy fucker doesn't seem like he's super still too. Like, not only is he like immune to the cold, but he also just seems like if he's breathing, he's doing it in like the most secretive way possible, because I don't even see his torso moving for it.
Was there
So-
smoke coming out? Like
Like breath fog? No.
Yeah.
Which would suggest to me like, because that, even if he was immune to cold, like his body temperature would still be
His
warm.
body temperature has
So
to be the same as the ambient temperature outside further on.
yeah, so there's some sort of weirdness going on
He's
here.
Dead. Okay.
I'll go
Mission
outside.
accomplished. You wanted him dead?
He's dead.
He's dead. Technically, we did it.
Yeah, I mean, we probably didn't want him undead, but yeah. So, yeah, but that seems a bit weird. Even though
Okay.
also I was sneaky as shit, he kind of did sort of twitch, like he might have heard me at some point. So just a heads up that, you know, he's probably gonna pick up on us if we go as a group to investigate here.
So
I'm already gonna
Natel,
head
you
out
start
there.
rubbing your "What would Tavis do" bracelet, and just what's the plan? This is your cousin's mission.
I mean,
want to
it's
go out back.
Button wants to go out back. You
Well-
can just get up and go out back, buddy.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do.
All right, you stand up, knock the
Okay.
chair out from behind you, and start walking
I
towards the back.
was something she said perked me up, so I want to go check that out.
All right, so Button starts storming out the back door. What do you guys want to do? There he goes.
Wait,
He's
hold on.
out.
Someone
if he
scrubbed
He's
if he was
out.
at the table, he also has passed without a trace because it's.
But he's
just
not
one
trying
person.
to hide. He's trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
just
just
go
walking
out.
out the
Yeah.
same back door he did.
So he's
Damn it.
accidentally
Okay.
sneaky.
There was nothing gingerly about opening that door.
Who would open a door gingerly? That seems stupid.
What am I going to do, beg and grovel? So yeah, you kick open the door and towards the back alley. Button is gone. What do you guys want to do?
I'll run after Button.
All right.
Uh,
Nope,
I'm-
staying and
So
drinking.
Button runs
Toto-
out. The red dragonborn, like, I presume that like Button runs out with like the grace of a cat, and the dragonborn, who's always
Didn't
cold, is
run
more
out.
like.
I got up and I walked outside.
Oh no, why
I
isn't
think,
it snapping to
I
grid?
think
Hold on.
I think Toto is like just starting to come back to the table with this like with what he heard when Button storms out. So he's just holding the pitcher like
Not a storm. I got up and I walked outside.
just
He did
as
this very
Button
calmly.
He
happens,
calmly walked outside.
He was on a mission.
Very insanely flowed my arms about as I ran out the door. I got up and I walked
The only thing
outside.
odd was that he
That's
was still
something
like
intriguing.
smacking the top of his mouth, but that's it. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so who's left at the table then? Because Button got up and
Wait,
left.
if he's not
Calmly.
running out, then I'm not following him. Like if he calmly went out, then I'm sitting at the table. Like misunderstood. So I'm chilling at the table.
All right, so so Toto gets back to the table and like places the new the pitcher, the new pitcher on the table, and he sits down and he's like, "Where? I know where the young one went. Where's Button going?"
I'm gonna take the pitcher and fill up Buttons and mine, and then drink both of them.
All right, so time out, everybody.
Hold
But hold on a second. Hold on. Zach's outside, or Button's outside. Raise your hand if you immediately followed him. If you did not, don't put your hand up.
I think we only would have followed if he was running, but
Okay.
since he's not running out, we're like more like,
Yes.
what the hell?
All right,
Well,
so
no, that said.
and
No, go ahead.
anybody do last call? 3, 2.
Well, no, I was going to say like he should not be going out there by himself.
Okay.
That man could possibly, be undead or be a vampire if he's not breathing. Maybe we should go out there with him.
I mean, probably.
All right.
He didn't
As this
exactly tell us
happens,
the plan.
as that happens, Button, you find yourself in an alleyway. Moving across, you see Kaltro leaning against the wall, and seeing you approach, he gives us like a smirk, leans up, stands up, sort of cracks his neck from side to side. He's like, "I wonder what took you so long."
Took me so long. What do you mean?
It's like, "Well, you're here to kill me, are you not?"
I didn't come to kill you. Should I have? I came out to get a breath of fresh air.
Well, you're the only one who seemed to have survived.
Say that again.
Well, Deidre said that you were all dead, but it looks like we missed one.
You do know her.
Oh, yes. Very well.
Very well. I guess I did come out here to kill you.
All right. He smiles at you as you move. You start becoming more aggressive. He puts his hands off to the side, and out of his wrist grow these long ice shards that turn into 2 long swords made out of ice that he wields towards you and spins with a flourish. And he says, "Here we go. And with that,
Cute.
just me and Button roll initiative.
I mean, it's not like we're not going to follow. We're just going to sit here
6
like, what the hell for a
seconds.
second?
6
Oh, wait, hold on.
seconds.
I may do the right thing.
So he's definitely going to be
Oh
around
god,
ahead of
this
us.
fucking awesome badass
I'm
got a
stressed.
7.16.
I'm stressed.
All right, Button, you get the first attack.
Excellent. I definitely rage,
Okay.
and I definitely close the distance, and I definitely swing with my greatsword.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I like to think that it's like a shot of like this fight starting, and then it immediately switches back to inside the tavern where
Just
Toto is just like, Button will be fine.
26 to hit. Yeah, 15 damage total or 14 damage total.
Like in
Why-
the
it
windows
should-
behind
Oh,
you. Like,
yes.
as you say
2
that,
attacks.
You see
You
them
do-
fighting behind you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, time out. I can't hear what Zach's saying. Hold on.
Yeah, the first one is the 26, 14 slashing damage and 8 necrotic.
Okay.
And then I can take the second one as well, but that's just 8 slashing. The necrotic doesn't come in. I shouldn't have clicked it twice.
Okay, so just so I get this right, it's 14 plus 8 plus 8.
Yeah, 14
so
plus
30,
8 plus 8.
31. Is that math?
And no, it would be an even number because it's 14 plus 16. So then
That's
it would.
30.
30. I was close.
Yeah, 30.
Guys, I was close. Boom. As you bring your greatsword and slash, hitting him with the giant bone greatsword. He parries it a little bit. It shatters his sword, his ice blade in his hand, and he immediately summons another one. He says, good. As you've whacked on him twice. Anything else?
No, bonus action movement.
All right. He's like, my turn. With that, you notice that the wounds that you inflicted on him begin to heal instantly. And he attacks. Here's the first one. 20 to hit. That's going to be
Yes.
12 damage total. 9 slashing plus 3 cold.
Okay.
So just-
9 slashing reduced to 4.
Yep. And then 1 for
6
cold.
So 10 damage.
So just
No,
as
not
a-
10.
No. Oh, what am I looking at?
5 damage.
Oh, I don't see your things. Okay.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I'll
5
turn the
damage.
whisper
no,
off.
No. No, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. I was just looking at my, because, yeah, it's fine.
The whisper should be off now. But yeah, it's 12 damage total. Halved is 6 if you just want to make it easy.
Yeah.
All right,
And
cool.
not to I just want to make sure when you said that he started to heal again, I saw his bar go down and not back up. Did you do that correctly?
No, I did that wrong. Thank you.
I mean, I would prefer it to go
you.
down, but
That sounds
I
very
noticed.
inspirational to me. So yeah, thanks for fixing that. I will give you another inspiration. So you guys are currently at 2.
okay.
Let me put this down here. I got to make a new
So
character.
are
for
we hearing
inspiration.
anything inside the bar?
Well, not yet because it's only been 3 seconds.
Okay.
Here comes the rest of that 6 seconds as he has another
Oh.
attack.
Jeez.
22 for 6 slashing and plus 2 cold, so 6 damage total, so 3 damage total to you. Make sense?
Yep.
All right, that is his turn. You guys.
It'd be 4. I don't reduce cold.
Oh, okay, got it. Cool, sounds good. You just reduce slashing, bludgeoning, and
wait, hold
piercing.
on. Shit. Slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing.
Okay.
Had 60.
Okay, so really
Yeah,
it would
Krizik
be.
who reduced all damage.
Okay,
except
so
psychic.
your total damage is 8 from the first attack, because 4 plus 3. No, that's 7 from the first attack, and then 4 more from the second attack. 7 and 4, 11 damage total.
Okay. 53.
Mhm.
Minus 4.
You guys hear
Okay, cool. 49 damage.
You guys hear a scuffle coming from outside. You hear a growl more as
So it's more like a panthery.
yeah. That was good. That was a
we
good.
should not have left him go out there by himself.
What would you guys
and-
like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So we run out.
I mean, move
Yeah,
quickly
we
towards
all
the
go.
door, but not like enough to rouse the whole bar that there's something going on.
Okay.
Well, I think the cat fight noises outside may have already done that.
There's a little bit of alarm coming from the patrons, but not as much as you would expect. So, are you guys moving outside?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Toto goes out the front door. He's gonna go.
Okay,
Like,
that
around
works
the
for me.
building
That
way.
works for me. So, you guys are going to
I'll
see
follow
your guys.
Tora at the front just because then maybe I can flank.
And I'll go and run back.
All right, so okay, got it. So just so I understand this, Natel and Valtreya are going out one door, and then Anarissa and Toro going out the other door. Who am I missing?
And
Mirnix.
Mirnix is also going
back.
out the back door.
Okay, got it. Let me get that here, and you guys should see your guys appear now. It took the entire 6 seconds for you guys to get outside, so me and Zach are going to have another round, and then you guys are going to roll initiative. Sound good?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want us to go ahead and roll while you guys are having that thing?
Yeah, you guys can. I'll put up the turn order. You guys can pop it in there. Go ahead, Button. It's your turn.
Okay, attack number 1. 19.
19 does hit.
9 slashing, 3 necrotic.
Oh, I am so sorry. I forgot to ask. Your weapon is not magical.
No,
it's not.
No, I don't believe so.
No. So, okay, so I'm just going to change that from now on. So you realize the necrotic properties of your attack are damaging him, but it seems like when you slash with your sword, it's like healing as it's cutting into him. So your first attack does hit, but it doesn't do as much damage as you would have liked.
Okay. And second attack.
10 does not hit, as he easily parries it out of the way. All right, I have Toro, Mirnix, and Button in the initiative, and Valtreya, but not Natel.
Oh.
Here's
Trying.
Anarissa.
Yeah, but it's okay. There, it added. The first time I did it, nothing happened. So
I'm getting there. Sorry.
You good? Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, is this is a brand new round with new characters. I'm going to reset the time thing, and we're going to start from the top of the round.
okay.
Okay.
So we got Valtreya is first.
Okay. I don't have a clear line of sight on him because of Button, correct?
He has 3/4 cover from Button.
Okay.
So it's possible, but if you miss, you're going to hit Button. Because
Right.
he is the cover.
Okay. So the fact that sorry, I wasn't prepared to roll a natural 20 on
initiative?
Right. Yeah, crap. I'm not prepared. All right. Valtreya is. No, not yet.
So I got to say that Malkara Darkwell in the chat has role-played all the patrons in the bar, trying to decide what they're doing as they hear like this panther growl and you guys shooting shit from outside. It's pretty good. Pretty good. All right.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Valtreya, go ahead.
Oh, this is great.
So
Fire mail, also very good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move forward to here. Bonus action and use sorcery points and cast True Strike.
Okay.
And then hit him with Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Yes. Possible. I hit it. Yes.
I feel like roll 20 is like between the Zoom issues and
Yeah,
roll 20. I feel like we're
playing
just everything's being a little bit
Dungeons
slow
and
tonight.
Dragons right now, yeah. Appreciate your patience, everybody.
There might be like 5 Chaos Bolts. that
We'll
pop
take
up.
the first one.
All of them hit.
Let's-
Chris, are you playing music while we're waiting for? roll
Yes,
20?
it's playing. You guys don't hear
Hey,
it?
there we go.
All right, 22 for 14 damage. 22 does hit. What type of damage are you doing? You have a 4 and an 8.
a 4 and an 8. Sorry, I'll be better next time. Let's do 4, which is force damage.
Okay. Boom, as it hits him directly in the chest, moving him slightly away from Button. 14 damage. He takes all of it in the face. Boom. And he looks towards Button and says, I see you brought friends. Button,
Allies.
Button, you're next.
Again? Okay.
Yeah, we just started a new round.
Very good then. Attack 1. 17.
17 does hit.
9 slashing, 4 necrotic.
Okay.
And Number 2, 19.
19 does
15
hit.
slashing.
15 slashing. Boom. All right, as you start cutting into him, he actually looks a little bit weakened now, but he still has that grin on his face. As you realize what you've done would normally fell most foes, but with him, he's just seems to be enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it as well.
Toro, it's your turn.
Okay, Toro. So these crates here, those are like actual crates, right?
Yeah, you can't move through those.
I can't move through
I mean,
them,
you
but can I
could
use them
with
for
they can be
partial
rough
cover?
terrain if you're trying. Yeah, you could also hide behind them. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right. Toro's gonna move like here and use them for partial cover.
Okay.
And he's going to shoot at Sephek with his +1 short bow.
Okay.
With it rolled with sneak attack. I get sneak attack, right? Because
Yeah,
button
because
is there.
button's adjacent. Yes.
Okay.
And you have a magic bow, is what you're saying?
Yes, it's a +1 short bow.
All right, 19 damage. Got it. Boom. As it hits him directly in the back, you see the bolt shoot directly through him. Interestingly enough, it's not bleeding.
Okay.
Anything else?
Bonus action hide.
Okay. It's Sephek's turn. He says, "Well, this doesn't seem like a very fair fight now, does it?" He swings 2 blades towards Button. First one, 25 to hit for 10 damage total.
Okay.
Or I should say
I'm sorry,
9
5
slashing,
damage.
1 cold. So it would really be 5. Well, it's still 5. It's still 5.
Yeah.
Second attack. Oh shit! Critical fumble. He misses as you easily dodge out of his next attack. I'm gonna say he swings it and you bite the ice blade right out of his hand and it shatters. He immediately summons another one. And with that, we move on to Anarissa.
All right. I'm gonna kind of mimic Toro over here and try to like hide behind some stuff over here for partial cover.
I sort of healed and I forgot to heal. I did it
And
now.
yeah, I was gonna say, and I am gonna use my short bow to definitely shoot this guy.
Okay.
So. Oh, nice.
Crit hit! Nice
Nice.
job! Holy shit! All right, but you have a magical short bow as well, yes?
Yes.
All right, that works. So let's see. That is 36 damage, I believe.
Here.
I believe so. Yes.
Boom.
And then my bonus action is going to be to hide to try to get more cover.
All right, sounds good. So he winces in pain as this bow shoots directly through his body. Again, you see it piercing through his abdomen area, but there's no blood. Natalia, you get to go.
Okay, it's this alleyway is very small, and I don't want to be in the way, so I'm gonna move up here and do a moonbeam.
Okay. I assume behind him.
Yeah, I'll draw a circle for.
Okay.
Meh, hit button 2. That's fine.
Oh well,
That won't make him any
you
more
get the
ticked off.
idea.
Okay.
There.
Right there. Sounds
I
good.
meant to do a circle. Okay,
Let me check.
and I'm
That's a
casting it
moon
at third.
box.
Moon box.
I realize that.
Moon
it's
box.
fine. I have to work on the shapes. I'm doing it at 3rd level.
Okay. So it'll affect him on his turn.
Yes.
That works. Anything else?
No.
All right, Mirnix, you're next.
All right. I'm gonna move my 30 feet and hide behind these crates.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Button. Mirnix always trying to get it, but then they forgot to take off their
Trying
snowshoes, so
so
they're like
hard.
clunk, clunk.
I'm really trying, you guys.
Oh, no, you're fine. I just love how it just so happens
Hey,
every time. you're
Mirnix,
out
you
of
didn't
break.
you didn't dash. You moved 30.
You could have dashed, yeah.
I was looking
15
at-
damage. Oh, sorry.
Do you have a ranged weapon?
I don't. All I have is my
15
great axe.
damage plus 8
Okay.
necrotic.
Oh,
is
you
7,
should have
11,
started
14,
with like a
24,
crossbow or something.
7.
It doesn't matter, does it?
Oh, okay, got it. Boom.
And attack number 2.
Got it. Here he comes.
23 for 8 slashing.
23 does hit. So as you're furiously moving through and like it's almost like a blur of movement as your greatsword is moving, and he's like deflecting them, and he just seems to be like just smiling more and more as if he hasn't fought a worthy foe in quite some time. Toro, you're next.
We're just gonna attack again with the short bow.
Okay.
25 for 20 damage.
Okay. Not magical.
The short bow is magical.
Oh, it is? Doesn't.
Yeah, it's a +1 short bow.
Oh, make sure you pop it in there because it just says short bow. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so
because that was like the one magical thing that I got before we started.
So
It was a
this
+1
magical
short bow.
bow shoots through him and hits him directly in the chest, protrudes out of his heart, and he looks at Button with a bit of surprise, and he says, "I see you've found some rather strong friends amongst you." It seems like he's trying to catch his breath. His body is slowly like just dematerializing in front of you.
Okay. I grab his hair and I just cut his head off.
All right, so as you reach in to grab his hair, your hand just moves through him as if he's just an apparition.
Oh.
And you see him begin to disappear, just vanish in like a mist form in front of you. He smiles to you and he says, "My mistress will be pleased." And he smiles, and you see his long fangs heading below his
You're
jaw.
standing in a beam of radiant light.
I know, but it wasn't my turn when I was killed, and I'm allowed to disappear in mist form because
you are, but except that your mist form is in the light.
You're still in the moonbeam.
Let me consult the monster manual because you know what? Maybe he won't survive this. You're very true. But let's take a
Hey,
quick
Chris,
look.
you also skipped my turn.
Did I?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. That was 2 turns ago. I'm sorry. My bad. Either way, he
I
should be.
just saw the Twitch chat.
Try to grab him and miss. Oh god damn it! You can't. When it drops to 0 hit points outside its resting
That's
place,
great.
it turns to a cloud of mist
Button
instead of falling
was
unconscious,
mystified.
provided it isn't in sunlight or running water. It's not sunlight. It's not running water.
It's radiant light. Okay.
While it is
whatever.
0 hit point
Stay
form,
alive. I'll kill you again.
It can't revert to its vampire form. Must retreat just to. Okay, yeah, that's totally fine.
But it's in a beam of radiant light. What?
It's for the plot, you guys.
It's that, and it is
Okay.
Misty Escape. It is an ability that this creature does have, but
Yeah.
it does seem to be vanquished, and you have learned that he said something about his mistress. With that, the entire alleyway goes quiet.
Just for my own personal satisfaction, can I go ahead and just? Oh, I was gonna.
Oh, piss off, ghost.
Exactly that's what I was gonna do.
That's so good. Sorry.
I feel like Anarissa just comes up and looks, and she's like, "Well, at least there's no blood to clean up."
So I want to say that in canon, Mirnix always is late because they always charge towards the wrong target. Like it's like better get you, and they run the other way.
I love it.
All right.
It's like the kid on the soccer team who forgets which direction they're supposed to be taking.
You
Yes.
scored on your own goal. So with that, guys, we're gonna yes, since Chris is a bad DM. Okay, yeah, you got another inspiration from MP3 Chaos because I'm a bad DM and I. No, I'm not a bad DM. That was totally how the rules go. But either way, I'll give it to you. I'm not
Yeah, but
wrong.
you skipped Ryan's turn.
Oh yeah, you're right. That does make me bad DM, and I apologize. So you have 3 inspiration going forward. Hey guys, we're gonna take a quick little 5-minute break. We'll be back very soon, and with that, we'll see you guys in just a bit. Okay, be right back. And we're back, everybody. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. If you're just tuning in, we are playing Rime of the Frostmaiden in Icewind Dale, and our characters just ran across some sort of strange ice vampire that knows something about Button's past. He vanished into a mist form, much to the dismay of a lot of characters, especially people that I skipped and earned inspiration for that. Sorry. And you realize now that the hunt is still on as you head back inside the east side inn, unless you'd like to do something else.
I mean, I feel like people probably would address me cutting down a man in an alley.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Yeah, Toro like walks over from where he was hiding, and he's like, "What happened? Did he attack you, or did you attack him first?"
It's a bit.
And just to be clear, you guys are all in the alley still, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, we're still in the alley.
Yeah,
So,
but there's no
but
blood and no evidence, so
I
it's
appreciate
like...
you coming to my aid.
Well, he did seem like he was pretty freaking creepy, and the fact that he doesn't bleed, I mean, so I try not to judge people too much, but like I get the impression that he was not a good guy.
There's not many good guys up here. It's not a place of kindness and warmth.
Let me rephrase.
Considering he's likely contributing to serial murder, I don't think anyone here thought he was a good guy.
Yeah, I would say, Honorissa just looks towards Toro and is like, yes, that's what I mean. Bad guy,
Right.
as in, like, probably murderous. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I see,
So.
yes.
I feel like Toro is a smidge less literal than Button.
Just a little bit.
He assumed I was coming out here to kill him. I suppose he was right in the end of it.
So you notice that Valtreya is, even though wearing the boots, is kind of looking around like, why the hell are we still outside?
We can go inside and have this conversation, I guess.
I suppose.
Fine, whatever. We'll just
All right.
move to the next
I
scene.
wonder what a Dragonborn's teeth chattering sounds like. Yeah. So you head back
Like a
inside.
tiny xylophone.
You head back. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is Button still injured?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. It's not nothing to worry about.
I didn't see where his health bar was, so I can't tell if he's lying.
He
or
was slightly injured, yes.
He did receive blows from the creature. Yes. He was cut.
not. Okay.
Merely, merely a scratch.
Just a flesh wound.
It's only
Yeah. No, we're not going to take any chances, and I'll do a healing word.
All right. So you cast the healing. You see his wound start to stitch out. As you're walking back into the tavern, you look over and you see some of the patrons sort of catch Button's eye, and they look like, I guess he's
What?
the one who won. Oh, nothing, sir. And he looks back, and then one of the men hold out his hand. The other guy puts a copper piece in his hand, and he closes it.
That's fair. Once they get back to the table, Toro will like gesture to Button and be like, I mean, we know he was obviously a murderer, but why did he assume you were going out there to kill him?
He apparently knows something about the person I'm looking for. I'm working with her in some way. I'm not sure, but
Right.
So as you're discussing this, I assume around the table where your newfound pitcher is, Tor goes up to you and says, "Oi, did you just kill my bodyguard?"
he wasn't very much of a good bodyguard, was he?
Honorissa is like, actually, he turned into a bunch of mist, showed us a bunch of fangs, and left. So, I mean, it's not like we didn't try to kill him, but it seems like he was undead anyways.
So with that, one of the merchants behind Torg says,
And she just like deadpans it. Like she's just like,
so the merchant behind Torg says, see, I told you there was something creepy about him. And she's like, shut up. They're just exaggerating it. He probably just scampered off like a little bitch.
no, if you want to look,
No,
if you want
he's a vampire.
I'm like, here are the arrows I shot, and you can look in the alleyway. There's no blood. And I noticed earlier that he really wasn't breathing either.
And if you check the tracks as well, you'll notice none retreating from the alleyway.
Yeah, there's
except for
plenty of
ours.
snow. This place has lots of
Also-
snow. All the snow.
He's
All
a
of the
fucking
snow.
vampire.
Termalaine used to be such a nice place until all the fucking vampires. So as she says, yeah, something was odd about him and the woman that he was traveling with, but good help is hard to find these days. I guess I owe you a thank you, and I'm also now in the need of a bodyguard, so if you can recommend anyone. And with that, they go back to their table.
Phoenix is
take
like,
the-
is it warm?
The red one.
Take the red one.
They aren't too helpful otherwise, but I'm sure if like they're the only person.
Toto looks considering, and like once Torg leaves, he's like, actually, an agent on the inside wouldn't be a bad idea.
Hey, but if Button's, and I'm saying this quietly, if Button is looking for someone and they might be with this caravan, would it be a good idea to put, like, is this person in danger, Button, where maybe you can help get them out? Or would it be
he said-
helpful?
No, Torg said that they were working together. The woman you're looking for and the vampire, they're working together?
We're really going to take a vampire's word? They're manipulative as shit.
So
It's
the
probably
Torg does not.
accurate.
No, yeah, it was Torg who mentioned that
Yes,
Kaltro was
with another
traveling and working with a woman.
Yes.
It's the not Captain Sephek vampire.
Yes.
right.
Which only
Yes.
like
Yes.
one person really
that
laughed
was
at that one.
That was 2 games deep ago. So yes.
It makes me so happy.
Yes. Oh, by the way, guys, tonight I am drinking the Beagle juice from Wasserhund and Maker's Craft. It is
that's
very delicious. It has the
cute.
cutest
That's cool.
friggin' Beetlejuice label of all time with little sandworms on it. So big fan.
Nice.
Beagle juice. Try it out. We are not sponsored. We wish we were. So if you're watching Wasserhund, okay. So with that, we Natal, I sent you something in the chat.
Oh, I will check what you said.
The D20. Roll 20.
Check for track. Check for
Check for chat.
Oh, yeah, we're leaving in the morning.
So you head back to the Blue Clam, unless you want to stay at the east side.
No.
No, I think that's too risky.
All right, so you decide to stay at the inn. It's not the best inn you've ever been to. It's 5 silver pieces per person per night, so it just costs a total for the group 3 gold pieces.
Okay.
Toto will pay his 5 silver.
Hey.
And I mean, I can pay for the rest of the group. So.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Falk896, thanks for watching the stream. We really appreciate seeing you here. As you... oh, sorry, go ahead.
Before we go off to sleep, we need to figure out when and where we're going tomorrow, because we still... Did we tell Toro about the husband that we're going to go rescue?
No.
Did we do that?
Oh, I forgot about that
Sorry?
guy.
Do we still have Boy
Yeah.
with us?
Boy
We
has
have
been
to
with
go
you the
rescue the
entire
dog.
time. Yes.
Yeah.
He's never asked about the dog. We've had a dog following
Oh.
us the entire time.
I didn't know
no.
that there was a dog following us. Toto
No, I'm just saying,
definitely
like,
would have
Because
asked.
he's not.
I feel like the
We-
funny thing would be is that the dog is just with us, and you just assume it's one of our pets or something. Like,
Right,
oh
so-
yeah, of course
yeah.
that Natel would pick up animals along the way, and like, no, this
No,
one's-
we haven't picked up the dog yet. We're not picking up the dog
Oh, no,
until
no,
we're
no.
on our
I thought
way.
you picked him
What?
up in Targus. He's from Targus, the town
we
south of
already-
you.
we have him.
He's with you. He's just
He's
been
a
staying at
town
the
ago.
he's staying at the Blue Clam.
Oh, right.
He's at the
right,
Blue
right,
Clam,
sorry.
staying in your room.
Lassie is
Okay,
telling us where
okay.
Timmy is stuck in the well.
Right. Only this
Yes.
Timmy is stuck in a friggin' ice mountain. So
And
Yes, I
probably
think-
did.
No, we need to go rescue the husband that probably got attacked by Yetis.
Right.
Is what it sounds like.
he's on the way.
Yeah, he's on the way.
Where exactly did this husband go missing?
I can't remember the name of the mountain, but maybe somebody else does.
Hold on,
It was
I'm looking at the
on
map
a
because we've got.
mountain.
Kelvin's
It's the
Cairn.
Lonely Mountain.
Oh, it's Kelvin's Cairn.
Kevin's Cairn.
That
The,
he-
the
Cairn.
nipple of Icewind Dale, right here.
He was leading an expedition there, but he never came back, and his husband is very worried about him.
We met some dwarves along the way, and they said that they didn't see anybody come through their valley. So
But they
he's
did see a dog.
They did see a dog,
Yes.
though.
This dog.
Our dog.
Oh, so
Right.
Boy.
Firemail in the chat does say that the dog is staying with Tira, happily pet sitting the dog, and is getting along great with Astrid, which is one of the ravens.
Oh,
I think.
wonderful.
Right?
That's where
No,
the dog
after
is.
the dog slept up.
Right. Astrid is the dog. Sorry, there's too many animals. There's more animals than people in this. So yeah,
I am.
Did I name my
and
axe
people.
beak?
that's true. You never
No.
named your axe beak. It should be
No.
Chocobo, but you can name it what you like.
I do want to name it Chocobo.
Kind of like
I
that.
really do.
All right. So with that, you guys get a long rest as you spend the night.
Oh,
And I'm gonna
Okay.
whisper
Wait,
something.
Toto, when you
with our
tell Toto that we're going to some random mountain that's only sort of on the way to where we're going next, he looks like 2 seconds from like
Well,
smashing his
here's
face
the thing.
against the wall.
Your only lead right now is Kelvin's Cairn in terms of helping somebody out. Kaltro, your only lead was Targus, and he apparently is not going to work for her anymore. Or sorry, Targ. God, some of the names are too similar.
Yeah, but wasn't Targ
Torg.
in
sorry, it's
charge of like? Didn't we think that Targ was in charge, or Torg was in charge of organizing the serial
No,
murders?
Tavos thinks that the murderer is Kaltro, who was just using his bodyguarding position to sort of travel from town to town without being noticed.
Yeah, so now that.
So you've
Gotcha.
interrupted
Okay,
that,
okay.
and now Kaltro's in the wind somewhere. Literally, because he's missed!
Yeah, I would say, like, we
Sorry.
don't exactly have a new lead at the moment. So, I mean, come on. Don't you want to, like, help out some cute gay husbands? Who doesn't?
Well, I'm not
Who
opposed.
doesn't, Toro? Who doesn't? They're cute.
Well, I'm not
and they have a
opposed
cute
to
dog,
helping
and
people.
It would be great, and you could shoot more stuff.
Oh my God, child! We're going to do it already. Let's let it go.
I don't even have to roll a persuasion check for that. I
No,
just have to
sure
annoy them just enough.
You don't. Toto just looks like more and more done. Like, this isn't what we're supposed to be doing. This is more time that I have to spend with these people.
So the
He doesn't
next
say
morning,
any of that, but like that's the vibe.
the the innkeeper serves you biscuits, and he says, "These are for you." And they
Oh, you remembered. Thank
And-
you. Oh, even though this is a completely different inn, but thank you.
oh, it is. I work at both
It
ends.
is.
This is a very small town. I work the day shift here and the night shift over there. Anyways, with that, you manage to mount up the sled. Tira says that there's some things I need to take care of here. I'm not sure what they are, but I'm sure the DM will tell me next time I play. And you're able to use the dog sled, which can carry 2 of you. The Axebeak can carry Mirnix.
Me.
Natel can be an Axebeak.
Or I can be a direwolf and carry all of you.
Oh, are you?
Apparently.
But is it that? I mean, I know you can carry that much weight, but do you have that much back space? How much?
I don't know.
What's the trunk space
I
on a
am
dire
4
wolf?
squares.
I'm
Are you
4
asking
squares.
how much junk is in Natel's
Trunk.
trunk,
That's
Chris?
It's a lot.
I can't
The-
slay the
yeah,
His name's
undead.
Big Chunk for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the
No,
Twitch
but-
chat just pointed out how you could have more work to do, Chris, because apparently someone in this campaign. Oh, they.
Oh, I
so
don't.
I guess the Nightbot timed out for some reason, but someone else had put in there that that one of the characters they were, DMing over, used Gaius to make a phoenix mother. So now they have to stat out the phoenix and the soon-to-be hatched egg.
I like nothing that you're saying.
Wow.
But yeah, but also it looks like the Nightbot.
Yeah,
flagged
the
it for spamming or
Nightbot. The
something.
Nightbot has more power than I do. I just play Dungeons and Dragons, so let's not anger the Nightbot. You mount your
Because I was like, which mod did that? And it's like, nope,
Nightbot.
the robot did it.
Nightbot.
Okay.
So you
Oh,
guys.
well,
I
friend
can
of
carry
mine. Hey,
Valtria and
Paul.
Ani, and then I think we're good everywhere
I
else.
don't know. We got it there. Everyone has a ride. All
Yeah.
right, Button.
Yeah, we're good.
Button, you need to decide if you're going to keep your owlbear familiar or not, your companion.
I will. Of course, I'll keep him. I
So,
have to go buy more.
I
rations
did
than
find some more
turkeys.
rules in the large book of rules, and in order to do it, he actually eats pigs, and you need to purchase 3 pigs to feed to this guy a day, and
Oh,
that's a total
shit.
of 9 gold pieces per day.
Nope.
Okay.
Bye.
So you kind of see him whining at the end of the lonely woods, but since you have no food to feed him, he kind of just looks at you sadly and tampers off back into the woods. Bye, Owlbear. So is there room for Button on one of the other? I guess with
I can take
The
the
sled,
sled, I
right?
suppose.
sled
yeah,
with who?
Button and Toro can ride on the
Button
sled.
and Toro.
Okay.
And then Anaris and
Slide
Valtrea
were
are
very
in the town.
large, so
All
I
right, great.
suppose
So
this
you
dog
start
can
galloping
handle
through the frozen tundra towards Kelvin's Cairn. And with that, everybody, one of my favorite things to do is the random encounter. So let's get to that, shall we?
Hey.
I feel like Button and Toro are just complaining about us the entire time they're
Oh,
on the
definitely.
sled. They're just
Oh, yeah.
commiserating.
No, it's complete. Toto is completely silent unless
Yeah,
asked
Button
a direct
enjoys it.
question. Yeah,
The
it's great for Toto. This is the most
This is
quiet
what-
that he's gotten in 2 days.
it is the awkward position where it's kind of akin to riding the flume log with another dude, and you're trying to be cool about it, but it's really nuts to butts.
Right, but you definitely pop a bone.
Yeah, out of fear, not out of arousal. But yeah, you know how it goes. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I said you pop up your excitement. Your excitement's popping.
yeah,
It
yeah. Your
shows.
heart rate goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blood
Yeah.
gets flowing. I got you, Zach. Yeah.
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 Let me roll for random encounter. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Where is it at?
You have to erect the next encounter. You have to build the encounter, Chris. No, it's fine.
Don't rush me. Hold on. Let me find it. I think I might just need to roll for
It's a common
realsies.
problem amongst elderly.
Yes,
DMs,
once
we
you get to
understand.
be my age, your shillelagh doesn't have the same punch
Angela,
that it
it's
used to.
experienced, DM.
I found it.
Oh my god.
All right, I want to roll it. What the fart nuggets? What the hell did I do? I did something wrong. Oh, I have to hit the die. Okay, that works. As you are moving towards Kevlin's Cairn, it takes you most of the day, and as you head through the Dwarven Valley, you don't see anybody working the mine shafts around this area. Then you remember in Termalaine they said something about a gem mine that's being overrun by monsters, so I guess maybe the dwarves are steering clear. As you move close, you hear a noise coming from behind you. A low growl.
So I'm gonna ready my bow as I turn around slowly.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and face the direction that the noise is coming from.
Oh my gosh, it echoes
will
off the
put my hands
wall,
on
and
them
so you hear the echo
pointing
and you
directly.
turn the wrong direction.
Yes, I love this.
I'm ready with my great axe.
I would say I've
I-
literally done that before. Because
What
of the
were
way
you
my
saying?
hearing
What were you
works.
saying to tell?
Can I would just like to stay still and sniff and do maybe a perception check that I get advantage on in my wolf form.
That works.
Okay. Okay. Perception plus 3. So
Wow.
Oh my
1 and a
god.
3.
Looking behind you,
Cal gets distracted by a very, very big tree branch.
so you're looking around behind you
Goes to
through
play
the
with
snow. Your vision is impaired by the snow around you and the wind flapping. As you're turning around, you look around the entire horizon and you see nothing, and then you turn eventually 360 degrees back where you were looking, and directly in front of your face is this guy.
Oh, so Beardix was right.
And he looks towards Button and he points towards his beak.
Oh.
Hang on, and I'll reach into my bag. I'll pull out just some more rations that I have. And this is all I have.
How many rations do you have?
I have 10. I didn't buy more
Okay,
because you said he eats pigs.
he does. So
I don't have pigs. I've got rations.
How do they have pigs up here?
how many rations are you going to feed him?
I will feed him 3 rations.
All right, he gulps them down instantly and looks to you expectantly, but...
That's all I have.
And as you trudge towards the Kelvin's Cairn, he kind of like just sort of continues to follow you. I rolled the same number again, so he showed up again.
I was in here, I was like,
Great.
Which I'm like, you just let him go, and I'm like, oh shit, I rolled owlbear. But I kind of like
You
it.
can
So
come.
he follows you
You can
towards.
come with, but you have to. We're gonna have to work on that diet of yours. I don't have infinite food.
Malkarada says that's why you shouldn't feed wild animals, and I don't think they're wrong. Have you named this creature yet?
I mean, no, he's got his own name.
Okay. So you finally make it towards Kelvin's Cairn. The mountain looms in the distance, and you start looking around the room or the area in front of the mountain. Let me get to that page. Excuse me. So many pages in a
I feel
real
like
book.
it would
Here
be
it is.
great if all of our random encounters were just this owlbear popping back up.
Hey guys, it's me again. I don't know why he sounds like Fat Albert. Hey guys, it's me, the Albert.
What do you think of Douglas? Doug for short. The owlbear.
Doug, I don't hate it. So in front of you, you'll see Kelvin's Cairn. You should see a big black rectangle, which is nothing important ever. Don't worry about that. In front of you, is that true? Do you guys see that?
Yep.
Yes.
Big ass.
Yes, I see a big black rectangle.
All right. You see 2 tents pitched in the snow near an icy outcropping that acts as a natural windbreaker. Between the tent is an overturned sled. Still harnessed to the sled are 5 howling dogs.
Aww.
Oh, puppy.
Boy immediately runs off the sled, and then heads towards the. Or actually, I guess he's strapped in there. He pulls against it and whines as he's leaning towards the other dogs.
Button, are you steering or am I steering?
I suppose I can steer.
The owlbear is steering the goddamn sled at this point.
But yeah, no. Toto points off and is like, let's investigate that first.
No, his name is Alvin.
Yes!
Alvin.
Like half of a pie.
Yes.
That's so good. Okay.
Yes.
So Alvin doesn't seem interested in the dogs at all. You guys, did you say you let Boy go?
I'm assuming Boy is pulling the sled.
He's
that
pulling
we're on.
yeah, but you've arrived at this base camp and he's pulling against his harness, trying to get to the other dogs.
Yeah, I'll unchain him.
All right. He starts moving onto the dogs, whimpering and sort of running circles around them, barking. Apparently, he knows these dogs.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me cut the fucking chains. God, dogs are just the worst.
I'm gonna check around the camp. Is there anybody here or just the dogs?
It looks like there's no one else here. Under the sled, there's two small crates. One of them is shattered, empty. It's shattered. Looks like the dogs broke into it and ate the provisions that were there. The other one has enough rations, 10 days worth of rations.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
In the area, like in like a wide berth around the tents, Toto will search for any like remaining tracks that might have survived like the recent snowfall.
Roll a survival check.
Okay.
That
16.
Very good. As you look around, you find tracks, and they're strangely very evenly spaced, and it looks like they go up the entire mountain, being a very easy trail to follow up the entire mountain face.
Okay. Toto goes over to Button and points out the trail and says, that looks a bit too easy. I think.
No, I was joking. This does look like footprints where an expedition was sent.
You made it sound so suspicious.
Well, I put it in the. Do you guys see the
and...
map? I mean, it's this friggin' thing right here. It's this. It's this.
Okay.
It's that.
All right.
Follow that.
Well, then in that case.
Oh yeah, I wasn't looking at it.
I wasn't looking at it either. I was looking at Zoom.
We were immersed in your world.
I'm trying, guys. It's just there. It is.
All right. Well, in that case, Toto walks over to Button and is like, "I found the trail. What do you think? An experienced hiker, trail guide, but the rations are here."
Well, we should take these rations. They'll probably be necessary.
The owlbear has moved over to the other crate and is battering back and forth.
Are there rations in the crate?
Yeah.
What is it, Alvin?
Hey, babe.
It's food. He doesn't say that, but that's what's in there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I checked that out. There's food in that one.
Great. Maybe we should gather some of this up, but we should follow these tracks. It should lead us to our very dead person.
Alvin has opened up the crate.
I'm gonna like closely follow the tracks. Like I'm gonna make sure that my feet are like lining up with it, so I can't get lost.
So I'm doing in the tracks.
I'm doing absolutely nothing to impede Alvin breaking into the crates. I walk past just very casually, and I'm like, "Enjoy your lunch," and I keep going.
Mirnix and Anarissa have started to move up the mountain.
Toto helps gather whatever rations are left on the ground, because either they'll need it for whoever's stuck on the mountain, or they're ours now. So
save some of the rations from your owlbear. That'd be great.
He's got his crate. He'll be fine. He's a wild animal.
The other crate was empty. That was the only one with food still in it. The dogs got to the other one. So the owlbear
so confused. So the owlbear has the rations that were on the ground then?
Yes.
I see. Okay.
No. Let me just tell you what's going on with these fucking rations. Okay. There are two crates, right? There's two crates. Both of them full of rations. One of them was broken open, being eaten by the dogs, pretty much empty at this point. The other ration box has been broken open by Alvin, who is starting to eat them now. There's also tracks leading up the mountain.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow the story. I don't give a shit about the rations. I can buy 10 for a silver. I don't care.
Zach, does this make you feel about the wine? Are you having flashbacks?
I mean,
I am.
All right, so
we make it to town.
Yeah, I think I just start slowly like walking away with Ani and Veltre on my back up the mountain.
okay, so you guys start moving up the mountain, realizing you won't be able to bring the sled up. It's too steep. You'll have to climb. But Alvin looks like he's in a food coma now after eating fucking 10 rations, and he's passed out next to the sled. He looks like he'll take care of that.
Great.
And I can't ride Chocobo, can I?
He can go up if you'd like to.
Oh, yes. All right.
But if something happens to him, it'll be hard getting back down.
Can the owlbear and the dogs get along and just snuggle up together around the?
Yes.
Around
Anything
the
to get us
fire?
back on track would be. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you start moving up
Cut
the mountain.
dogs free. They can go wherever they want to go.
And I just want to show you guys the most horrifying title of an encounter. You guys ready? It's about to show up on Roll20. As you ascend the steep, frozen plains towards the summit of the mountain, you are encountering 4 mountain goats. They are just.
I love that band.
They're
Did
just
you say
Are they
goats?
playing music?
mountain goats. And they're just.
I start trying to stay with Mattel to make sure like she doesn't start. I'm like,
I slowly just walk back a little bit. I fucking hate goats.
it's okay to tell. It's fine. Just ignore
Mountain.
them, and they'll ignore you.
Mountain goats.
Oh
She
my
starts
god.
humming a song that she feels like she knows from somewhere but can't place. But you know.
Napkins,
Is it a Two Napkins Juicy song or no?
No, I was thinking a mountain goat song.
So you managed to make it past the mountain goats, and you head a little further north along the path towards another small clearing, about halfway up the mountain. And you see a steep snow-covered incline dotted with jagged rocks. Lying face down in the snow, barely conscious, is a humanoid in blood-stained cold-weather clothing.
I go get him off
Say-
the, go flip him over.
Gently.
All right, so you thrash open the body. So you turn over this figure. He looks to be human. He's wearing what looks to be expedition clothes. He's bleeding heavily. He's like trying to catch his breath. He says, I lived.
Not for long.
Quest failed.
Who has healing word or something? Any of us?
Well,
Toro
Mattel has
looks
healing, and
pointedly
then
at Nattel.
I also brought healing potion
Yes.
with me. So if,
I'll just have to pop out of.
That's,
Well,
Um,
I can
I
use a
can-
potion.
I can
Get off.
cure him. It'll just burn a spell slot.
yeah,
We've got options.
I got lots of spell slots.
It's
We don't
fine.
have to burn a potion.
Who
Your
are
choice. He says, my name is Garret Verlyn.
you? Was that the guy we were looking for?
Yes, it was.
I was asking him. I don't remember. All right, good.
You walk away.
Yeah, no.
We can tell him where he is so he can come get his husband.
He looks heavily injured. He's just leaning against this sort of outcropping in the rock formation.
Was it the goats?
No, that wasn't the fucking goats. Our expedition was attacked by a yeti. I tried to lead the beast away. It injured me. Appears I managed to lose it by falling down this cliff face. It lost track of me, but I was too weak to climb the rest of the way down. Oh, by the
you
way,
down.
fucking boy is going bananas, just barking around him.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that would have tipped us off.
Yes,
Yeah, a little bit.
forgot. He says, "Oh, you brought my dog. He's okay."
Yeah, there's a couple others down below too, but this one came back to your husband and tipped him off that there was a problem. So he led us back to you.
All right, with that, there's a small smile on his face. Like, oh, yes, of course he did. Good boy.
Maybe give him an extra cup of food tonight.
It's like, good boy.
Good boy, girl.
Oh, that's right. It is a
Yeah,
female
boy's a
dog named
girl.
Boy.
I
Okay.
forgot about that.
Boy is a girl.
Oh god.
Big fan. I'm looking to see if I have a. You know what? I'm just gonna have to use a fox figure for boy because I don't got another one right now.
So I guess while we're patching him up and doing things,
You didn't tell me how you were patching him up or who was doing it for sure.
Yes.
well,
So,
Okay.
do you want to pop out of direwolf form, or do you want me to do it?
That's fine. I can pop out. Like, I literally took these healing spells to heal people, so I will
Okay.
do that.
yeah, I figure while Natel is healing him, I will still keep an eye out because, I mean, I figure.
There's going to be a Yeti. We're going to fight a
Yeah.
Yeti fight.
Yeah, I mean, also we got up to the side of the mountain in like a day. Like all those rations you guys were worried about, we totally didn't really need to get up the side of the mountain. So I imagine
Yeah.
just falling off the side of the mountain is not going to save him for long from a Yeti.
Okay. So how much do you heal him for, Natel?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Some good magic. You all could use a cleric.
Oh, we left him behind in Waterdeep. He's very small
Oh.
and very cold-blooded, and he couldn't survive up here.
Hmm. He sounds like a bitch.
Likely take that back.
Yes.
Sounds like you would
In
never
my
want to be
experience,
here.
most lizard folk don't do well in the cold.
No,
No,
we
We
don't.
don't.
No.
I can't imagine. that,
11
I
healing.
heal him for 11 points.
some
Right.
lizard folk do well
Oh,
ever.
he can't go past his. Okay. You heal him and you see the wounds
I
start
don't even
dissipate.
know what to say.
He still has this exhaustion to his body, but he stands up a little straight and he's like, "Oh, thank you. I tell you, I can't leave without my friends. I have to
can
go save
certainly
them."
You
leave.
can't.
Yeah, I think we gotta go now.
He points. He's like,
Where?
"They're still alive up there. There were 4 of us."
Oh, guys, if they're still alive, we can't leave them behind.
I agree.
Yes, yes.
It's just a real pain in the ass.
He says,
Oh, we
"I'll come
couldn't
with
tell.
you," as he tries to like hold on to Mirnix to lift himself up.
No.
Buddy, I think you should probably stay down here with your dog. I'll just kind of like sit him back down on the sled. Like,
Go down to the base camp. There's an owl bear there. He'll keep you safe.
Roll a persuasion check, Mirnix with advantage from Button.
okay. Advantage.
18. Okay.
All right.
He looks to you and he says, "Oh, perhaps you're right. Maybe I'm too weak to help. I'll be more of a hindrance. Yes, I'll go down and meet you at the base of the mountain. Please find my friends. Let me tell you who they are now."
Very well.
Because I love these names. The first man his name is Mokingo Growling Bear Akanathi, and he is a male
Oh.
Goliath, determined to find Ayamikantaro. This crazy deity thing that he's looking for, and test his mettle against her. Also missing was Perilu Fishfinger, a female Lightfoot halfling follower of Yondola, and Mokingo's stalwart companion. And finally, Asterix, a female tiefling who mumbles and swears a lot. I really don't know what's up with her.
You all sound like quite the party.
Yes, I used to be an adventurer. He gives you the
Before
descriptions.
he took an arrow.
You're
to the
really
knee
favoring
and-
that knee, aren't
He's
you?
like, "Oh, let me just get down this mountain."
You know, that's actually like that means that he got married. That's what takes an arrow
Yes,
to the
yep.
knee means.
mhm, But I
Oh,
love.
I didn't know that.
But after not Icewind Dale, after Skyrim, not anymore.
Yeah. Well, the idea was, Kenzie, if you took an arrow to the knee, you would
Fall to one
instinctively
knee.
kneel, and so like the kneeling, posing, and
Oh.
So he starts heading down. Now as this happens, you hear this scream, this like almost the sound of someone like getting torn limb from limb. This like horrific human scream echoing through the forest around you.
well,
Let
I'm
me
guessing
see.
that's where we need to go.
Anybody who
That's
is
our
from
cue.
Icewind Dale, roll a nature check.
Very well.
Okay. Nature.
It was like, not it.
Oh, Kenzie!
What? Yeah, wow.
So you hear this this screech coming through, and you instantly see people's eyes start to like widen in alertness, hearing this horrible cry, and then you realize that you've encountered these beasts before. They are large, cat-like creatures that mimic the sounds. Their roars sound like humans screaming.
Question.
And it's supposed to be an ambush tactic, but I'm going to give you advantage knowing that.
Okay, thank you. I was going to ask, do I know what direction it's coming from?
Yes, and you immediately turn the opposite direction and face the cliffside.
Damn it.
Which means that we turned the
Opposite
direction
way,
we did.
yes.
Yeah. Y'all know
learned
by
fast.
now. Yeah.
All right, so normally these guys would have automatic surprise. With this, you guys are going to roll a perception check. Yes, you can use your passive perception instead, but the DC is 15.
Okay.
So everyone can roll your perception, passive, and yep, okay.
Hey.
I rolled
alright.
exact same as my passive.
I rolled a 15 on the dot.
I rolled a 26, so.
You perceive everything.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I have a +7 perception. I rolled a fucking 9.
All right, so if you failed the check, you do not act this turn.
Okay.
Because you have been surprised as these huge cat-like creatures emerge from the snow itself and come out from behind the trees surrounding you. They're going to be moving towards you to attack. Let me just collectively select them. Why can't I click on you? Oh, there you go. And boom.
Oh my.
God.
As they come to attack. Here we go.
They're pretty though.
They are pretty, but when they open their mouths, it just screams. So it's horrifying. And with that, guys, roll initiative. Even if you have surprise, you're still going to roll because you'll act in the following round. All right.
I feel like Anderson looks at Button and is like, can't you talk to them?
No.
What is with my rolls on initiative lately?
Wow. All right.
Mine have sucked today too.
We're literally backed up against a cliff, so I think you should know which way to run.
You would think.
Am I missing anybody? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
sorry.
Just Natelle.
Okay.
Just Angela.
The chat is like, what's the opposite of pss, 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 pss?
I mean, technically the opposite of.
Oh, it's Malkara. Sip, 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 sip.
Yeah.
There you are. All right, Toro, did you pass your perception check?
I did.
You get to act this turn as you see these creatures approach. You have also encountered them before.
Sweet. So.
They are known as the
I'm
hunters of
measuring-
men.
I am.
They're not the only ones.
Bound like a wow.
Yeah, Beltray.
That's true.
Okay, sorry. I'm just measuring distances. Okay. Toro, as a bonus action, is going to use Hidden Step and turn
Ooh,
invisible.
Very nice.
And then he's going to move. Yeah, he's going to move here. And if I attack while I'm invisible, would that be enough to give me sneak attack?
Yeah, yes, because you would have advantage for being an unseen attacker. However, you'd immediately pop once you attack.
Yes, I would immediately become uninvisible.
Correct. So yes, you have advantage and sneak attack.
Okay. In that case, that is exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for the short sword, which is not magical. That's a 16 to hit for 13 damage.
That hits, and it looks like the blade does its full amount of damage as it pierces the skin of this beast, coating its white fur with its blood. Button,
Okay.
did you? Sorry, Toro, are you finished?
Yes, I'm finished. The other thing I wanted to do is not relevant.
Button, did you fail your check?
I failed my surprise.
All right, so you are surprised this round. With that, the crag cat this far away from Toro on this corner here. Let's see what its range is. Oh, that is 20 feet. As it dashes through the forest, whoosh, or not dash, sorry, runs quickly through the forest, not using all of its movement. It uses its pounce feature. If it moves at least 20 feet in a straight line towards a creature and hits with its claw attack, the target... Okay, so if it hits you with this, shit happens. Here it comes.
20...
Oh, sorry, I don't know why it's rolling at advantage. Let me turn that off.
Yeah. Okay.
Advantage toggle. My bad. Let's pretend that never happened. Here come we get one more time. 23.
Wow. All right. That's so different. Okay. Yes, that does sense.
All right. You take your 7 slashing damage, and then you need to roll a strength saving throw.
Okay. So, real quick, can I use uncanny dodge in this situation because I already used a bonus action?
It's a reaction.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you lower the damage, but you still have to make the strength saving throw.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I could.
Yeah. So you would take 3 damage instead of 7.
Okay. All right. Here comes the strength saving throw.
No.
You wouldn't be able to do an attack of opportunity.
Right. You have no more reactions this turn until your next turn. So if it moves away from you, you can't do shit. So you fall, ow, my back, and you fall straight down in the snow. And this creature gets to make a bite attack against you. If the target is prone, the cat can make one bite attack as a bonus action. So as you're on the ground, it attacks you because you're prone. It gets advantage.
Okay.
13.
That is a miss.
You lucky little guy. That's running into a pack of crag cats is not the best plan, but it seemed to have panned out. Natel, you failed this, right? Or did you pass
it? These things are.
Wait, so our passive perception doesn't count, right?
No. If your passive perception is higher, you keep it. The DC was 15.
Oh, my passive perception is 17.
So yes, you can act this turn.
Okay, cool.
Oh shit, you do have inspiration.
You have 3 of them, and Toro's in a bad place.
The next cat to act is now known as Grumpy Cat.
I like it.
All right. I am going to conjure one very large animal instead of a shit ton of small ones. We're gonna conjure up a polar bear.
Okay, I got you there. Hold on. 3 inspirations here for the group, just so you guys can see that. You want a polar bear, huh?
I would like a polar bear, please.
Let me get you about polar bear.
One
polar bear.
One polar bear.
2 polar bears.
Where would you like it? Here, I'll just put it here, and I'll give you control of it.
Thank you. We're going to summon him right here. Oh, no, that's the wrong button.
I need to give you control of it. This is Angela. Oops. And let me just... let me make sure everything is hunky-dory. Okay, now you should have control of it.
Okay, so I yell out at Toro, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this," and I slap the polar bear right next to him.
Oh my god!
All right, does the bear have its own initiative?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll it for you just to keep it going. So it rolled a 13. We are currently on Natel, so let me go descending. You can summon it that far away.
Yeah, I can summon it because it doesn't have to be next to me. I can summon it.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, let me see. 60 feet.
Yeah, I think that's plenty fine. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Pop it right there.
Yeah.
A polar bear material is in front of you. So now you have a polar bear. Yeesh, I didn't see that coming. So it's in the initiative, and if you alt-click on the polar bear, it should bring up its record sheet for you, okay?
If I alt-click on the polar bear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
If that's anything else?
No, that's my turn.
All right. This crag cat's going to go. What's its movement? Its movement is 40. 40's right there. That is right there. Natel, this guy's trying to pounce as this crag cat runs across.
I didn't do anything to that cat.
Yeah, but you summoned a polar bear. Here
he doesn't know that.
Well, you kind of did this, and then there was a polar bear. Here he goes. What did I get? 20 to... Oh, why is it still doing
advantage?
Why is it still... Oh, no, I shouldn't have advantage. That was against the prone Toro. My mistake. Here it is for real, 19.
Yep, that hits.
All right, so this is going to be 7 slashing damage, and you have to make a saving throw, a strength saving throw.
Okay. Let me get back to my sheet. Strength saving throw.
You're fine. It does not knock you prone.
Okay, but I take 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And with that, we move on to the Coca-Cola bear.
Let's go. All right. So how I did alt click, but it didn't.
Alt double click. Alt double click.
Alt double click. Okay.
Did that work?
Hi.
That doesn't sound like a polar bear.
Sorry. I have his attacks up. I can just do it manually.
You should be able to do it, and then you have bite and claw and keen smell, multi-attack.
I tried.
No?
Sorry, dude.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Well, I'm sorry. I'll just attack for you then,
gonna...
if you want.
Sundance. Hold on.
I'll just attack for him really quick. He has 1 bite and 1 claw. Here come. Are you attacking the one directly across from him?
Yeah.
Here comes the bite. 22. It's not advantage though. It just took the first one. 22 does hit. Here comes the bite for 9 piercing damage. You're not seeing this for some silly reason because of everything's secret on the pre-made tokens. But trust me, he did 9 damage. The chat can confirm. Bite! Here comes the damn claws. 12 to hit. That does not hit, unfortunately. So no, the claws missed, but the bite did hit. Valtreya, you're next.
Okay. So I'm going to hit this one in front of me. It's attacking my friend with Chaos Bolts.
Okay.
At 2nd level.
Okay. 14 does hit. So you do 21 points of damage?
Uh-huh.
All right, boom.
Okay, so that is double force. That means it twins, right, Angela?
Yeah, if you get doubles, it twins.
Yeah, 2 4s.
Nice.
So you get to attack again?
Yes. And the 4s... sorry. Force, so that's force damage.
Okay.
Is he still alive? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna smack him again.
Okay.
Would that still be at 2nd level, Angela?
Yeah, it's a complete copy of the spell.
Okay.
$13 does hit for 26 more damage, and it racks the cat's body one way. What's the second type of damage? You got 2 and an 8.
8. Sorry, having to switch back and forth. We're gonna go with thunder.
All right. So you hit it with force blast, and it hits it and rocks its hind legs from behind it, and then you thunder the cat, and it instantly just pulverizes it directly into the ground. That one's dead. Good job.
Thank you, Valtreya.
Should we be able to see the health bars of the cat?
You should be. I don't know why it's not, but
Okay.
I mean, I can take the time to do it, but I thought I fixed all
wanted
this.
to check.
The health bars should be there, but if they're not, I didn't make these tokens.
No, it's fine. Just if you can just let us know how beleaguered they are as we attack them, that'd be great.
Let me rejoin as a player right quick. They should be. I thought I fixed all of them.
We also
You're fine.
Hey,
I just don't.
It does. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
I mean,
It's
like I
fine.
said, if you just let us know when they're looking bad or whatever, I just
Okay.
don't want to look at the Twitch video and then see something that I shouldn't.
Oh,
so.
I see. Totally fair.
Chris, we also can't see like the inspiration meter.
Yeah. The meter
You have,
hasn't
like,
shown
3.
up. You have 3. Yeah.
I'm just saying for future information.
Yeah. There's a lot of problems because I'm running it as is. But yeah, I'll work on it.
Yeah, you're fine.
So Valtreya, anything else?
No.
All right. Mirnix, you are next.
I can actually reach the bad
You can
guy.
go the distance.
I can go the distance, you guys.
You can beat the odds.
Boom. I am right up in this cat's face.
Do you guys see the green inspiration bar now?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes. Cool. All right. And I can do an attack and do the movement, right? I don't have to.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm just checking.
You played last night.
It's a different character.
All right, you should see their health bars start to appear.
Yes, I see him, Chris. Also,
Thank you, Chris.
Kenzie, you should use an inspiration to re-roll that attack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
we've got 3.
I can re-roll attacks anyway.
Oh, sweet.
Oh no,
can?
I can re-roll damage. Okay, but yeah,
Yeah,
can I
but
use
we've
one?
got 3 inspiration. Might as well use one.
All right, you got 1 now, or 2 now.
There we go. 19.
Hey guys, the DM is running low on inspiration. If you want to use those pine points,
The DM doesn't need any inspiration.
DM needs all the help he can get.
The cat was thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck!
Says the chat.
Wow! Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, so that was the 19 to hit. Right.
19
and
does
then
hit.
1d12. I don't know why it doesn't populate my
Click Great X, the word Great X, and it'll roll it.
That's what I did, but it only rolled the attack, not the damage.
No.
Chat,
In the
where it
chat,
says
hit
Great
the
Axe.
word Great Axe.
Yeah, hold on, because it's actually lighting up for me. So let me see if I can click your damage.
I got it for 7 damage. Or why is it doing?
Okay.
Why is your sheet all fucked up? I think it's just 6. What's the extra 1 slashing damage from?
Well,
A
actually, it
D4,
says I have
or you-
1d12 plus 2 slashing is what my
1d12
weapon
plus 2.
thing
That's
says.
correct. That's correct. But what's this extra d4?
I'm not sure. I just clicked what it said.
Okay,
in the...
we'll just take the 6.
Okay.
Because you're not raging or anything, right?
No, I'm not. Yeah. Oh, wait. Am I checked on? Nope. I'm not an advantage or anything.
Huh.
So I'm not sure.
Oh, no.
And my.
We'll worry about that later. But that first hit did the damage. Yep.
Barbarian for you, right?
Can I re-roll my damage attack though?
You rolled a... Yeah, sure, you can. You rolled a 4.
Because I have savage attack.
Okay, you rolled a 4. I mean, I don't know how much better you're going to roll.
Out of a d12.
Oh,
Not
That's
bad.
2.
I do. So I'll pick the 6 because I
Yeah,
can pick either one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have a second
Yay.
attack?
No.
Just
Yes.
I do. It doesn't
Yes.
say that.
1. You're level 5.
I'm pretty sure barbarians get a second.
I'm a
attack at
fighter.
Level 5.
You're
You're
a
a fighter
fighter.
at level 5. You have
Yeah.
2 attacks. You multi-attack level 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
And that's a
nice.
crit.
That's a crit. Nice
Hey.
job.
Okay. So that means that is
Figuring
10
this out
damage.
together.
It's double the dice.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then so 7. So
So
17 damage total.
So 17.
Oh, that's enough to kill it. Boom! As you bring your axe to crush through its head, and you're like, that's 1 for me! As you look at Button.
I think that's the first thing I've ever actually attacked in this entire campaign.
Yeah.
Well, you
the first
ran
time
in the
you
right
swung your axe.
direction. Yeah. If your turn is over, Cragcat gets to go.
Yes.
It charges over and pounces on you, Mirnix.
God damn it.
What do you think is going to happen?
It goes merrily on its way.
24 for 7 slashing.
That hits.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
roll a strength saving throw.
Okay.
That is the number you needed. You're okay. You managed to maintain your footing.
Yay.
Anarissa, you're next.
I was surprised.
Oh, thank you for so much. And now we're on the last Cragcat, then we're at the top of the round, and no one's surprised. So this guy's, he's an animal. He'll attack the closest target, which is going to be that polar bear. So here comes the claw. 18 to hit is going to hit him for 5, but that's all he gets to do because he didn't pounce.
You're afraid of the claw.
And Toro, you're up next
All right. Toto spends, what is it, half his movement?
to stand
He's
back
getting
up.
up?
Hmm.
Yeah.
You are no longer prone.
Sweet. He's going to use the short sword with sneak attack, right? To attack this Crag cat here
Yep,
behind
because
him.
Mirnix is there.
Yep.
Okay. So here comes the short sword. 23 to hit
Yep.
for 14 damage. And then it's really hard to see, but you can see he's got an empty hand. And there's like a slight shimmer in the air as he sort of makes a stabbing motion with that hand. So Chris, with a bonus action, I'm going to use Psyblade.
Oh, shit!
That's a 15 to hit
Uh-huh.
for 19 damage.
Oh, he has,
goddamn.
guys, he has 20 hit points.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. But that was badass. I don't even,
yeah.
Holy shit.
And
so
like as soon as the hit lands, he like pulls his arm back and he like opens his hand and there's nothing there.
ta-da! Copperfield attack. If you're done, it's Button's turn.
Yep, that's it.
Button, you're up.
All right, I begin to rage, and I run at the furthest away big cat, and I just start hacking at it.
Let's do it.
Hmm.
24 for what is that? 21
15
damage.
slashing plus 6 necrotic. Yeah, 21 damage.
Jesus. All right, so you run across the tundra and just like lop off one of its paws. Jesus.
And oh god damn it! I just closed my sheet.
Alt double click should bring it up.
Yeah, it should, but it's not now. I don't know why. There it is. Okay, and second attack.
11's gonna miss. But you got half its life in one attack, so that's good.
Yeah.
This crag cat is probably gonna. Oh boy.
Half in one hit is, I guess, okay. I guess.
Yes.
I guess.
He's gonna attack Toro. He's still attacking the same target, even though the
That's
polar
fair.
bear is there. Here comes the claw. 12? No.
That's a miss.
Let's see. None of that affects him.
Ooh, the claw.
Ooh, I missed something against something. I'll have to remember it next time. That was my bad. Natal, go ahead.
Okay, we're going to move over. I think it's right here. Hold on, let me get my measuring tape out. No.
Let me just get out my measuring tape.
Yes. There we go. And we're going to set off a thunder wave at second level.
Is that centered around you?
Yes, it's centered around me, so I have to make sure I can't hit anybody that I don't want to hurt.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay.
Can you put out the
So
whole?
6.
Can you put out the
What?
description for Thunderwave, like the radius and everything?
It's like a 15-foot.
It's a fit. I just put it in the chat. It's a 15-foot cube.
You put the damage in the chat. I don't see the description.
It says self 15-foot cube.
Oh,
Yeah, but there's a con save, I think.
There is a DC 15 concept.
all right. So a 15-foot cube is just this.
What?
No, it goes out in front of you from self and
Yeah,
front.
it's
Can you guys-
15-foot.
Can you
From
put the
self.
description in the thing? If you go to your spell sheet and hit the little speech bubble, it'll tell you. Because for when I read from self, I think emanating from you. Is it not that way?
Yeah,
When I've used it in other games, it's been in front because Ellie used to have it.
All right.
I thought it just meant 15 feet.
Thunderwave. Got it
Hold
right
on,
here.
I've got the book
I
sitting
got it right here.
Give me a second.
Sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you. So no, it's in the middle of you. So it's from all
Okay.
directions. You do the like the boosh and like the Neo boosh around
Yeah.
you. So it's this cube around you. If you want to change your movement before you cast it, that's fine.
Okay.
But that's a 15-foot cube around you.
Okay. Well then, yeah. I will... I guess I would have to move over here.
And then
I thought that spell worked very differently. Okay.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I mean, it says emanating from you in a 15-foot
Okay.
cube.
If that's the way you want to play it,
Yeah.
that's totally
Boom.
fine.
But it still
I will
hits
do
him.
that.
It's going to hit him. He has one friggin' hit point.
Yeah.
It is an area effect, so his turning does not work. He doesn't. Does he get a saving throw?
Yeah.
He gets a D... Yeah, I need a con save. DC 15.
15.
Aw.
But does he take anything?
So he takes half.
Oh, so he still
Oh,
dies.
okay.
He still dies.
Firemail, I normally would agree with
I
you.
got it.
However, when it says cube, it doesn't say radius. Like a lot of them say 15-foot radius. 15-foot cube to me is centered on you 3 squares. That's what the little... We'll talk about that later. You still killed a cat! Boom! Oh wait, did I kill someone else? No, just the cat.
No,
I thought I took the party with them. He's like, bye! You get to use El Barrow. Just tell me what you want to do, and I'll do the roll since I can access the sheet really quick.
He's going to.
He has a bite and a claw.
Attack. Yeah. He'll attack the same cat as before, the one to the left of him.
All right. Here comes his claw. 23 to hit for 16 damage. And then here comes his bite. Same one?
Yeah, same cat.
26 for 12. Oh, that kills him. Oh, he just grabs his throat and wrangles him.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So this Coca-Cola bear is covered in blood.
Yeah. Chris, it's 15 feet in every direction.
Okay. Then it... okay. I'll just have to look at it because I'm reading it differently. But it don't matter. Originating from you. Because I'm reading it differently.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it later because it doesn't... In the description, it does not say in every direction. Either way, though, Valtreya.
If I move here, do I have line of sight to the one in the back?
It's going to have some cover from the polar bear.
And can I shoot through these trees?
Yeah.
Or are they...
The trees are fine.
I can.
Yeah, because they're kind of like above you.
Okay. Sorry. Crap. All right, I'm just gonna move here and aim at the thing.
Okay.
And possibly.
Okay. I have its adjusted AC.
Actually, I'm gonna sorcery point True Strike.
Okay. What does that do? Advantage?
Yeah. So there we go. So I get advantage.
Okay.
On the next attack.
That works.
And I'm going to shoot him with Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
At first level.
Oh, shit!
Nice.
Crit hit!
Nice.
20 damage even. That will be enough as the blast just decimates that creature, and all the crag cats have been destroyed. Good job, everybody. Kaboom!
Honey just puts her bow back away, completely unused.
That 6 seconds took a long time. So, does your bear stay with you, Natel?
Yeah, it's a concentration spell.
Concentration. Got it. All right, cool. So moving back, you managed to destroy all the crag cats, and the scout Garret. He looks. He says, "Oh, thank you for saving me. I can make my way back down from here. But please find my friends."
Yeah, there's a bear, an owl bear at the bottom of the cliff. Give him this paw to eat.
Okay, you give him part of the cat you just killed. He's like, yes, I suppose I'll do that. Okay. And he takes the
He'll
arm.
really like you if you feed him. Like that's his thing. Like it's like a dog. You give him food and he thinks you're fabulous.
I mean, if you're not too busy being rescued.
Oh no, not a problem. He's much like my husband in that way.
Thank you.
So with that, he heads out, and the mountain looms up in front of you.
All right.
Get to climbing.
Suppose just keep going.
All
We
right.
better hurry. Who knows if these crag cats are around? There could be even more dangerous things than the Yetis.
Up ahead on your left is a 15-foot-high, 10-foot-wide cave mouth. There's blood on the snow some distance from the cave entrance.
Anyone who has great survival want to check and see how fresh the blood is because Ani's not touching it.
I don't think my survival is that great. I think Button
Mine's
should
not.
probably...
I'm not great, but I'll certainly give it a look.
I would say my survival is
Can
Zero.
Toro help with the
Yeah.
survival check?
Sure,
to
yeah,
give
just give him advantage. Not a problem.
I would say Ani is useful in going, there's blood here. Someone want to look at it?
12.
12. Because of the cold of the area around you, can't. It's really hard to place how long it's been there because it's already like been frozen and congealed. It has to be less than a week. but you can't really get more specific than that.
It's the freshest blood I've ever seen.
Dun, dun.
I honestly have no clue. This is it's very cold and very I don't know.
Very cold and very cold.
It's very cold and extra chilly.
Okay, so are we seeing any drag marks in the snow or anything that suggests that like there could be people in this cave? Because mountain caves tend to have creatures in them. So if there's gonna be like place that's suspiciously you might drag humanoids, this might be it.
If you were looking for shelter, though, this is probably the first place you'd stop as well.
True. Except for the blood out front, that would deter me.
Maybe they just left a little bit of blood so they knew how to get out.
It's like breadcrumbs. Instead of that, they just decided to
exactly like blood crumbs.
Blood crumbs? That's the name of this episode, is Blood Crumbs.
God.
They stripped it away that suspiciously looks like Gus was here.
Oh, way, like, what,
Wow.
300 years prior. Falk, 0896, yeah, I can't imagine not playing D&D. It's been a big change going to the virtual thing, but if you haven't checked out D20, or Roll20, it's not as great as in person, but it's an okay substitute, right? Yeah. So
It's a passable
It's-
alternative.
It's this or no D&D at all.
that's it. That's it. Unless we play by
yeah, but-
text.
Toto listens to like Anarissa and Button going back and forth, and is like, "We might as well check it out. I mean, they could have been either dragged in here by something, or
Maybe it's
they
not
got
that
here at the
bad.
shelter."
Okay.
One of my good friends used to live in a cave, although he complained about it a lot, so maybe it wasn't all that good.
Well,
Yeah, he seemed to think there was a lot of death in that cave, Natal, so I'm really not sure we should be comparing it.
So you head towards the cave, I'm going to take it?
Yeah,
Very cautiously.
yeah. Toto like sneaks towards the cave.
All right. Looking into the mouth of the cave, you see what looks to be a dark chasm ahead of you. Do you guys see where I'm at?
Nope, but I'm moving the screen because I saw something on the edge light up, so
Yes, I see.
now I do.
In case you can't make out the Zen cave, it's actually the frozen cave. Let me just there you go.
oh,
Okay, so this thing here is the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I beckon Natal to bend down and I put light on her crown.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So you're illuminating the entrance to this cave. You see it looks to there's a large chasm in friggin' Roll20 with its thing here. Oh god.
I just look at the
keeps
one
hiding.
square.
I keep having to switch tools. There's a large chasm in the center. It looks like the cave branches off to the left and to the right.
Is there any more blood in here?
The blood looks like it leads off towards the right.
Okay.
Towards
Are there
this
any
direction.
tracks in here?
It looks like there are many different tracks, and some of them are quite large.
Gotcha. But the blood leads off to the right.
To this direction, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they animal or humanoid?
Roll a survival or nature check.
Perhaps maybe Natal could give me some guidance.
I can guide you. Look, you know so much about animals. Look how much you know.
You know 17 things.
Oh wait, no, I know 21
21
things.
things. Ooh. So looking at this, you see the imprint in the ground is almost ape-like. It's looks to be about twice to 3 times the size of a regular human footprint.
I think we found the Yeti caves.
Probably.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to sneak ahead with and see if I can spot anything? It's gonna have a hard time seeing me.
okay.
There's just
Sure.
silence.
Yeah.
If
sure.
no one answers, she's going in.
All right, roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, you still have a polar bear.
And-
Let me get that polar bear. Continue.
Yep.
Oh, I
And
do. Yes.
I get to roll with advantage because of my cloak. 25.
Okay. Oh,
So I'm
wrong,
just gonna kind of go and peek my head down this way and see if I can see further down without going too far.
Oh,
It's like giving me like two options, but like I'm trying to peek around the corner to like see if I can see where we're going down this way.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm still working on that polar bear.
No, you're fine. I'm just letting you know what my thought process is.
Polar bear.
Dude,
Dude, I don't even know if he can fit in that. That's a tight squeeze.
Yeah.
All right. So, Anarissa, you continue forward. There's a shitty monkey. There's not a shitty monkey. There's a fuck my face. Hold on.
There's
Terms
a
of
fuck my
service.
face monkey?
Hold on. Sorry. There we go. There is a bridge that crosses the chasm. Looks like it's made out of ice. You see some what looks to be bones on the opposite side.
Oh, I message back to Natel and go, so there's bones and shit on this side. That's promising.
Oh, well, I mean, yep. Sounds like Yetis.
Yep. So, this bridge of ice, how stable does it look?
It looks like it's quite strong, and those large footprints still are imprinted in it, and it's coated in a decent amount of posture check. It's coated in a decent amount. Oh, we all just got like,
Oh, I needed that.
Yeah, I know, my back
Ow.
popped. Out of shape.
All right.
But yeah, it looks like there's like a dusting of snow that it wouldn't. There's no reason to worry about slipping as long as you're cautious.
Okay. So, yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't like a super fragile ice bridge that I step on and then fall to my death.
No, it looks like the ice to your left looks a little bit wonky.
Oh. Yeah. Probably should avoid that. So I'm like silently messaging back and letting them know, and then I am going to sneak across the bridge and kind of relay information. So I'm going to go to like maybe right about here or so and peek my head around, and that way I can sort of see without being too much. I'm sure you're probably going to have me roll another stealth check, right?
Not yet. Actually,
Not yet.
As you get across the bridge, you do hear some strange grunting sounds. How can I put this without sounding erotic? There's some animalistic sounds, not helping, coming from the north. You can't quite... it doesn't seem to be a language. It just sounds like wild animals coming from the north. However, the current room you're in is what grabs your attentions. You see bones strewn throughout this area, although as you've gotten closer, you see that it's not just bones. It's like there's meat and muscle still attached to the ends of the bones, as if they were ripped off of a person. Then you see dug inside like a small ice alcove against the wall is a disembodied Goliath head, just pushed into the wall itself.
Ugh.
Oh, so they like to decorate.
It looks like
nice.
there's 7 other crude niches along the wall with various frozen heads. One of them looks to be a dwarf.
Looks like we found his party.
Party's over. Oh! Sorry, I'll stop.
Wah, wah.
I kind of message back to the others and let them know this is what's going on and be like, so I'm not sure that we're going to find survivors, but I don't see everyone accounted for either. Just a couple of distinct heads.
Who seems to be missing?
Well, wasn't it like 4 people?
Well, that was your
it's
message.
like-
Your message isn't like a convo, right? It's just like you send a message back.
I sent a message back, but I can also they can answer back with a question. So
Okay.
I can say like, hey, I see a bunch of heads. I don't think we're going to see, but so many survivors. And she can be like, well, who are we missing? And so I can do message again. It's a cantrip. So
Okay.
I can be like, well, I don't see, because we had a halfling. And then
It was a halfling, a Goliath,
And a tiefling.
a
tiefling.
and a tiefling,
And
yeah, I'm like, so I
and a
see
dwarf.
I see the Goliath and the dwarf, but not the halfling and the tiefling.
Okay.
So there was the dwarf was not a member of Garrett's party, if that's what you were asking.
Oh, I thought there.
No, there
Who was
was
the only
there
party?
was a Goliath,
Yeah, it was a Goliath, a
halfling, and
a
a tiefling.
Okay, so this is some
okay.
poor other random dwarf who.
And a bunch of other fucks.
Well, yes, but I'm looking for ones we recognize, ones we care about.
Well, actually, you do remember from Kleinhammer that some of them were attacked by a Yeti and not all of them made it.
Well, we knew they were being attacked by monsters in the mines, but we didn't know what they were.
Now you
hold
know.
on.
So now we know. If we
No,
weren't
in my
suspecting
notes,
before-
sorry, I just flipped back in my notes. They did tell us that they were attacked by Yetis.
Oh, okay.
You guys found the iron with a bunch of goblins.
Mhm.
Which confused me when I listened back to the episode, but now I see.
The
I'm
pattern.
confused.
There's
most
been
of
a
the
lot
time.
of
It's fair.
dwarves. Like, there's been a
That's
lot of
fair.
dwarves, so.
But yeah,
That's when they
okay.
can deal with the cold.
Back with everyone else. Toro is like, we should all head to where Anarissa is. We need to figure out if the tiefling and the halfling made it.
Right. Keep the kids safe too.
Well, obviously. And Toro sneaks forward.
Okay,
Well,
if
he's
you guys are
16,
going
I'm not a
to
complete child.
if you guys are gonna do stealth,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to say the polar bear is gonna have to chill, because I don't think this polar bear can stealth.
Just gonna chill.
Ah,
He takes
mean,
a nap.
I'll roll.
He
I
just-
can roll stealth check.
So we go in, the
yes.
polar bear gets a short rest.
Yeah.
You can guard the
Toro
entrance.
sneaks forward.
Yes.
It's fine. It's a concentration spell anyway. It's totally fine.
okay.
Not puts. Oh no, there it is.
Way to go,
Aw.
Nix.
This is
I
a
mean-
group stealth check, so as long as the majority make it.
It's one of those things where, like, Ani just turns around as people start making noise, like,
No, but you look back and Mirnix is going
Oh yes,
this
Sarah.
way.
Tell Ryan how that feels.
Mirnix is going this way. Just kidding. Okay, so
look, as the one who usually causes problems in the other campaign, being my little gnome with bagpipes, I totally understand both sides of this.
so
Well, now you know she's always so annoyed with Margwin.
To be fair, Margwin tries very hard. Ellie sometimes fails on purpose, so...
So as you head deeper into the caves, that sound continues to be echoing through the cavern, just that animalistic sound. You can continue to move forward. I'll keep your stealth checks here in mind. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5. Who am I missing for stealth? I have Button, Kenzie, Toro, Valtrea, Natel,
Anna, Anarissa.
and
Well,
Arissa.
but
Oh, you have a previous stealth check. Sorry, it's
Yeah.
up here. What is the previous stealth check?
25.
25. Got it. All right, there it is. Looking over, you see a strange sight. It looks like there is a large. Let me just show you this here. There's a large Yeti over on one side of the cave, and also there you see a strange sight. You see a Yeti. It looks like a baby Yeti. Let me reveal that to you. Oh my god. Why does it keep switching tools on me?
I love how you're like, every time you're like, I'm going to reveal, and more of it darkens.
Well, it's because my reveal tool is reversed for some silly reason. You see
no, I
this-
know. It's just humorous to me that, like, it's like,
Aww.
So there's this baby Yeti, and it seems to be playing with this small humanoid figure dressed in cold weather clothing, curled in a fetal position, and it's kind of just battering this poor little girl back and forth.
Oh. Maybe it's not that cute.
She looks friggin' weird in this picture, though. Like, what the fuck is that? It's supposed to be the
that a
halfling, but I'm like, oh my god, it looks like a Kuma
Oh,
from
no.
Street Fighter. But
Her head is
Oh,
like
it's a mask.
turned.
yeah, it's a mask. Yeah, it's
Mask.
Yeah.
but you recognize it as a Lightfoot halfling, and this must be Perilou Fishfinger, if it wasn't labeled. But I mean, it is. So yes, you have found one of the people that was missing. Oh, you found two. Well, you found one in pieces, and this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
What would you like to do?
In your minds, you hear Toro's voice, and he's like, I don't think we'll be able to do much more sneaking beyond this point. He does
Fair.
not cast a spell.
I was gonna say, it was like, Ani
Yeah,
just turns around and like stares him down, like, you could do this the whole time is the expression.
In your mind, you hear, "It wasn't relevant before."
My God.
All right. So, are you going in guns blazing? Is that the plan?
Well, we don't see the tiefling anywhere?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
You have not encountered a tiefling alive or dead.
No, that's what I was trying to figure.
Yeah. If we save the halfling, we can ask her questions about maybe where the tiefling went.
Yeah. So...
I think we just need to go in guns blazing, guys.
Yeah. If we get an option of just doing things, or do we need to roll initiative first?
So what we're gonna you're all gonna roll initiative, and I'll roll initiative too, and then I'll roll to see who is surprised. Sound good?
Okay. Nope, I'm just checking. I didn't want to act without doing the proper thing.
Oh my god. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing one. There. Not missing anybody. We got it.
Woo!
All right. Valtreya's going to act first, but before you take your turn, let me roll the Yeti's perception. I need to...
It has disadvantage against me. Because of my cloak.
Right. I'm just going to take the... I'll take the mean and just do... okay, so I'll put two of those together. I'll take the lowest one, which was a... the 6 is really... I'll go with the middle. I'll go with a 9. The DC is 9, but all at disadvantage because of the cloak. We'll do that.
Sure.
All right, where is my disadvantage button? Okay, that's fixed. And here goes the tyke. This is a perception. I rolled it. Didn't see shit,
Ooh,
Captain.
8.
Let's try this one. Gotta turn off all the toggles and shit. Oh, I forgot to do disadvantage. Either way, he failed. Never whisper, auto roll. And here comes the perception. 9 is still not... Well, 9 is the number I needed. All right, so
Yeah,
the tyke is surprised. The Yeti is not, having smelled you. And so with that, the tyke will not act this turn, but the Yeti will. Valtreya, you're first.
Oh, yay. Okay. So I'm like, excuse me, pardon me, hi, sorry. Through.
Rough terrain, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. Yep, that's fine.
Yep. And I shoot this guy
Okay.
with what has become my favorite spell, Chaos Bolt.
All right, let's do it.
That's a good one.
Second level. Whee.
13 to hit.
Oh, there it is.
That does hit. So
Wait, so it's twinned.
It is twinned. Yep. It is
Hey.
twinned.
Hey, nice.
Whee.
Do it again.
Does Valtreya say we when she it's like, oh, it's twin me in the second one?
That does hit. No,
It
it
did?
didn't. It did not twin again.
Wait,
You got
wait,
an
wait,
8 and a
wait,
1.
wait.
No.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh, so it's
You don't cast it again. It literally just does the same damage to a different target.
It has to be a different target?
Yeah, it's a different target. It's just like twinning with meta magic.
Okay, so do you want to kill the
It
tyke?
just jumps to another target.
cool.
Yeah.
You want to shoot the tyke?
Yeah.
The baby? All right.
Shoot the baby.
The baby explodes.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Wow.
All right, so and you see this Yeti just yelling like, you killed my baby. Oh my god, I didn't see that happening.
Wow.
Really bad.
And
What kind
Arissa, your turn. Unless you got something else, Valtreya. You want to kill another baby?
I think I used all my movement to get there, didn't I?
You did. You used 30.
All right. Well, I'm like, fuck.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm gonna run in, And I am going to cast darkness and make it where the Yeti can't see a damn thing.
All right, what is
So
the
that is,
radius?
I will put it in the chat, but it's a racial ability. And
Nice.
15-foot
so I can,
radius.
so basically for 10 minutes, I want to kind of make it where, let's see, can I
Oh
draw?
my god.
I want to make it
already.
this back area where the Yeti is. Like, so
All right, let's see. Oops.
it's 15-foot radius.
Yeah, if you
sphere.
center it like back here, like behind
Yeah.
the Yeti, it should.
Okay.
Yeah.
How-
like
is
that.
that
Yeah, pretty
good?
much. So I'm going to do that. That's a concentration spell.
Okay.
And then I am going to look at the halfling that's there and tell her that she can go outside. The polar bear outside is a friend of ours. You know, if the polar bear is still there.
Okay.
But like, hey, get out. We're going to take care of this.
Oh shit! I did. She's not supposed to be at full health.
I can't even see her health bar, so.
You can't. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay. I thought I fixed all these. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine,
you
but my
should
thought
see
is,
them
like,
now.
even if she only gets so far, like she can get out of the way of the fire, you know?
All right. I'm gonna give her initiative. There she is. She got a 7.
Okay. So I'm telling her to get out, and then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to kind of, let's see, how far can I get? I can get kind of over here, and I'll use my bonus action to, like, I don't know. The Yeti's in darkness, but I figure if I kind of try to hide,
Yeah, you can try to
like,
hide
kind
there,
of
yep.
press myself back.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that's,
Because it currently
I can
can't
use-
outsee you.
yeah, I mean, but I can use my cloak, so if it steps out, it's going to be harder.
All right. Button, you're
But
next.
yeah.
Okay. I will come around the corner and see that there's a giant cloud of darkness that I
Uh-huh.
can't see through, and
Nope.
I guess I will hold my action in case the Yeti comes out of it.
Okay. So if the Yeti comes within melee attack range, you'll swipe at it.
Yeah.
All right. Mirnix.
Well, I mean, I'll come here.
Okay.
That was exactly what I was gonna do because I don't think Mirnix is gonna be running in there to attack in the dark.
Not
Yeah,
with this
I wouldn't
drone.
recommend
you're
it. I was
inside
trying
the
to buy us
wall.
time.
That's
I'm
the
yeah,
wall.
I accidentally dropped my character. Wait, now I can't move him.
Uh-oh. You got stuck in the
I'm
wall.
stuck in. Okay,
Here
well,
you go.
there we go. I'm gonna be right there, and I'll hold an action too.
Same thing. Got it. Toro.
Hold on, I have to check distances now. Okay. I can get to here. And yeah, same thing. I'm gonna hold my action. As soon as the Yeti is within sight, he's gonna shoot it with the short bow.
Okay. And now it is the Yeti's turn. He's going to move out of the darkness and into the light. He gets to make his attack, and then at the end of that, Toro will shoot. Sound good?
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
it needs to, because I'm trying to hide, it needs to perceive me.
Yep.
And it has disadvantage
Why does it have disadvantage?
because I have my cloak.
Pop your
While I
cloak
wear
in
the
the
cloak
chat.
with the hood up, wisdom perception checks made against you to see you have disadvantage because the cloak shifts to camouflage.
He has advantage on wisdom checks because of his keen smell. So I'll just give him a normal roll.
Regular.
What is your stealth check?
Do you want me to roll it again or use the one from before?
No, this is a
or-
new stealth check.
new one. Okay, so we're rolling it.
18?
So 18.
14. He does not see you.
Woo.
I guess he's going to do jack shit unless he can go here and attack the... He'll attack the... I guess he'll attack the halfling if that's all he can see.
No.
And
But
then...
if he doesn't see her, would he try to walk through her?
I don't know how this works. I'm just going to attack the fucking bitch. Here we go. 8 to hit does not hit as she's rolling on the ground.
This is why the chat doesn't give you inspiration.
Oh, 2 claw attacks. Here comes the second one. 11. 11 does hit. Oh,
Oh no.
Paralou's dead.
Oh no.
tears off her
Oh.
head. She has been murdered. Go ahead, Toro.
Cool. I get sneak attack because Arissa's right
Mhm.
there. 22 to hit for 21 damage.
That does it. 20. Oh, it doesn't kill him, but 21 damage. Yes, that does hit.
Sweet.
Boom. Natel, it's your turn.
All right. Now that everybody's in the cave and I'm not, we're gonna catch up to everyone and look around the corner.
Here, guys. I'm here. I'm here.
It's like Myrnix.
Where are you?
And I realized I can't.
During all this, Eneris is just using thaumaturgy to send her voice around the room, cackling at the Yeti, like, ha ha ha, ha. Like, just off
Those
random.
antagonize
so I
the
can
Yeti.
see. I can see like half of the Yeti, right? He's like half in the darkness.
Yep.
Is that what that circle is?
And there's Myrnix, so he has a lot of cover right now. But you could try and attack him. Or if
I'm
it's
just gonna put a moonbeam on him.
that works.
Yeah, that works.
Can you draw the moonbeam?
Yes. This time I will try it. Okay, which button do you do to do the circle and not the square?
Alt.
Alt. There. That's
Okay.
still not a circle, but
It's an
fine.
egg. He hatches it.
We'll
Anything
that
else?
one too, apparently.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Just then, from the south, you hear a deafening roar, and as another creature seems to have entered the cave.
I don't like that.
Is it coming from the side with darkness or from the other side?
I'm gonna
Like,
roll
which
initiative
channel?
for it. You're not quite sure.
Oh. Oh no.
Valtrea, you are next.
Okay. We just hear it. We don't see it, correct?
You assume it's coming from the place that you just came from.
Oh, fun. Cool.
It'd be lovely if it came from the other direction and walked straight
gonna-
in the darkness.
I'm gonna hit the guy with Sacred Flame.
Okay.
I just have to see him. It's not a ranged attack.
Okay. Well, it looks like a ranged attack.
It's a creature within range that you can see.
I'm seeing a spell attack.
Yes.
So it is a ranged attack.
How do
Spell. What spell is it? Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just it's a dex save. It's
Yeah.
a creature within range. It's not.
Oh,
it's not an
okay.
attack.
Okay.
The,
Yeah.
the,
Dex
the
save.
DC is 14. That's the 14 you're seeing.
Right.
Oh, okay. Here it goes. 19. No damage.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Anarissa.
Okay.
You are still hidden.
so- I'm still hidden. I'm just checking real quick here. Okay, so I'm going to stab this guy with sneak attack.
Okay.
So I am going to use my short sword to do that.
Oh, shit!
Oh, nice.
All right, you stab this creature, and it instantly falls dead at your feet.
Okay.
Good
Alright.
job. Holy fuck.
And then I'm going to use my movement to kind of go, this is about as far as I can get, and peek around the corner and see if I can see what's coming at us.
Hello!
Oh.
That
Oh,
thing.
no.
Anything
Okay.
else?
I just relay that message
All
and
right.
go, so guess what?
Myrnix. Oh, you also see that he has like half of a polar bear leg in his mouth?
Well, no, because that was a concentration spell, and Natal would have dropped it.
Yeah, you lost it, but he's still eating something.
Aw.
I already dropped it.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right. Either way, maybe it's a different polar bear. Either way, he's not gonna be just like he starts eating this thing and it vanishes. Myrnix.
All right, I'm going to. It was 15 here and then to 15 here.
Okay.
We can draw him back up. Maybe we can get him.
Are you gonna
to-
dash or that's it? You donezos?
I'm Dunzo's. Actually,
You can
gonna
hold
move back
action.
one.
You can hold action after 30.
Okay, I'm gonna hold an action where if he gets within 5 feet of me, I will attack.
That works. Button, you're next. Can't believe you blew.
What do we
away.
call on that cluster of people? Is that going to be like difficult terrain?
People are difficult terrain, yes. So you could go 5, 10, 15, 20. 25 would be here. 30 would be here. The right next to Myrnix.
If we lead him back into the big area, we wouldn't all be crammed together, and he would be the one with a small movement.
Well, Mirnix
I'll
is
take
already-
care of it.
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
I'll
Oh, God,
cat
you
run
too.
Okay.
out here and rage.
Oh, never mind.
Ooh, okay.
Button will take care of it, I
What's
guess.
your maximum? What's your total movement here?
80.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Honey just sees him go by, and it's like, God, there was a plan, and just
Wasn't a plan.
I'm gonna
The plan
kick a
was kill
snowball because I'm
baby.
just really irritated with Button.
20 to hit does hit. Looks like it's 17 damage total. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Attack 2. I'd like to use a inspiration, please.
Okay.
17 for 14.
Oh, Sergeant Farva, thank you for the bits. 17. Oh, shitty. I only did 1 damage. Hold on. Negative 16. Why? What happened to number lock? Okay, there we go. So he's taking the damage from the first attack. Second attack is a 17 to hit for 14. That does also do the damage. Boom. Are you guys seeing his bar or no?
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad you are entertained, Angela.
I know, right?
All right, Button, your turn over.
Yes.
All right. The Yeti can use Chilling Gaze and make... Okay. Oh, hi, what are you doing in my home? Oh, fuck, you cut me. I better use fucking Chilling Gaze. I hope you didn't blow up my baby. Okay, here goes.
I didn't.
Targets one creature can see within 30 feet. You see me. Yes, you do. Make a Constitution saving throw, DC 18.
Okay. Constitution.
No. Take 21 cold damage, and you're paralyzed for a minute.
Okay, 21?
Mhm.
Okay.
For a minute?
Unless you are immune to cold damage.
I'm not.
All right. So take the damage. You are paralyzed for a full minute until you succeed, which at the end of each of your turns, you get to try again. It does
Okay.
get to attack you with 2 claw attacks, and because you are paralyzed, I get advantage on all those.
Okay.
Here comes the claw attack. First one. 18 to hit for 15 damage. You take half that, I believe, because of...
I do.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just
6 of it
frozen
is
in
cold.
rage.
6 of it is cold.
He's frozen in rage.
Okay. Can you break it down for me then?
10
What
damage
is half?
total. 10 damage total. Because it's 9
Okay.
divided by 2 plus 6.
All right.
Sorry, I'll turn off my whispers.
No, it's okay. I just say what it is so that I can do the math correctly.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I don't need to see what your numbers are. I'm perfectly okay with that not happening.
All right, so that was the first one. Here comes the second one. 26 for 19 slashing. So that's going to be half of that is 9 plus 7 cold. So 16 damage total.
Wow, that's rough. Okay.
Yeah, it's an abominable Yeti, and you ran face first into it.
That's fine.
Toro, you're next.
Cool. So Toro is gonna move here. Do I have line of sight on the Yeti from here?
Yeah, he has a little bit of cover, but just from the rock formation right here.
Okay, cool. Toro is going to shoot with the short bow.
Okay.
15 to hit
15 does
for
not
16.
15 does not hit. It hits the rock formation.
Okay, and then you see him pull his hand back and throw. You see like that shimmer. It's like a shimmering dagger, and he throws it at the abominable Yeti.
Okay.
So here comes the psychic blade.
Ooh, that misses
Nope,
as well.
11 to hit.
Unfortunately, no.
It like disappears on contact. It does no damage.
Okay. And Natel, you're next.
Okay. This
Oh,
is a
and then,
weird.
sorry, he moves the last of his movement to get here.
Okay. Not a problem.
This is a weird technical question, but the Yeti's obviously large.
Yes.
But it was able to get back into this space. So if I, as a large creature, could I get out of the space that, like...
Yeah, you
Can I
shrink
walk
and
through the hallway?
expand. That's the rules. You shrink and expand. Yes, you can get out of the hallway.
Okay, cool.
So you basically would count yourself as you would be like if you're here, you're going to go 5, 10, or sorry, go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then chonk
Okay.
in those 4 squares here.
Then I'd just be in the fucking way.
Yeah, you would take up the whole room. You could get there, but
Yeah.
you are the bridge.
I can't do that. I'm just gonna move then
Okay.
because I can't. Greater Lesser Restoration is a touch spell, but I can't get there in one go. 25, 30. So I'm just gonna chill out right there.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Was that just 30? You don't want to dash? Do you want to make a triggered action?
No,
Just
because I'm
dodge?
not gonna dash and offer myself up to
That's
that
fair.
yeti.
So dodge or anything?
Why?
Yeah, I'll dodge.
Okay, cool. Valtreya.
Okay, I'm gonna move to here.
I was looking for my Yeti tyke, but he's dead.
Oh shit.
Dude, he blew up. He's like, hi, Mom. Valtreya, you're right there. Okay, got it. There's a little bit of cover from
Yes.
Natel and the rock formation, but you could still shoot at it.
Yeah, so here's my question.
Okay.
Can I see past it?
See past it? No.
I can't.
Like, you cannot see, like, outside over here, if that's what your question is.
Yeah, like if I could see
No,
out
you
here.
cannot see that at all.
Okay. Okay.
You can kind of
Um,
see, like, here, and that's about it.
Okay. Even if I moved over 5 feet, still wouldn't.
Yeah, he's taking up, like, that whole entrance to the cave.
Okay. Well, that changed what I wanted to do. Fine. Just ruin my fireball.
Yeah, that would be a bad call right now.
All right, so I'm going to hit him with my favorite thing again. So Chaos Bolt.
Okay. $14 will not hit.
Okay.
Is that what this is? Yes, it's not the other one. Yeah, so 14 misses. And double checking 2 plus 3. No, nothing else. All right, anything else?
No.
All right, Anarissa,
Unless-
you're up.
Okay. I am gonna go right about here where I've got line of sight.
Yep.
And I am going to shoot it.
Shoot!
So
24, yeah, definitely with sneak attack. So that's going to be 19
and
damage.
yeah, sneak attack still works even if he's paralyzed there.
Let's
For
say
this
yes.
round.
Let's say yes.
For-
19.
Okay, no, I'm just checking because I didn't want to take it if
All
it
right, you got
wasn't,
it.
but-
Anything else?
I am going to use the rest of my movement to move back and the bonus action to hide.
Sounds good. Mirnix. Cannot hear
You're
you.
muted, Kenzie.
Sorry.
You good?
I can get to right there.
Sure can.
Yep.
So I'm gonna run up at him, and unfortunately I can't heal you button. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attack.
Let's do it.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong button and my screen did something. Okay.
Welcome to all of our
So-
nights with technology.
Obviously. Does 15 hit?
15 does hit. That
Okay.
is its armor
And then-
class
Oh, goody.
when it
Woohoo.
has no cover. So 9
9.
damage. Got it.
And then second attack. And eventually I'll figure
Yep,
out why
that'll
I'm
do it.
Oh,
That'll do it.
okay.
12 damage.
12.
Got it. Boom.
Awesome.
Surge!
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna.
I'm sorry. What would you like to do? I didn't get it through the subtlety. Action surge. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to do action surge.
Go ahead. 2 more attacks.
Whoo!
Yep.
22 to hit.
Mhm.
Boop.
9 damage.
9 damage. And then go back up to this one. Next again.
23 to hit. Yep. 6.
And I'm gonna re-roll that damage.
Okay. 7
There you go.
damage.
Yes.
So when your great axe shows up, it shows up as one word in the chat. and my like brain with its dyslexia made it look like gratitude for a second there.
Gratitude.
And I was like, that's
23
a
points of
hilarious name for a great
gratitude.
axe.
My
All
great
right.
axe, same gratitude.
Anything else, Mirnix?
No, that's all of my attacks.
Button.
All right, at the end of my turn, Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Nope.
No, you're still
Do we still have an
paralyzed.
inspiration?
Yeah, take an inspiration.
Take an
Sure.
inspiration.
All right, that was your last one, I'm pretty sure. No, you have one more after this.
One more, I think. Oh,
Nope, still paralyzed.
God.
Well,
Plus
they-
5 in my con saves.
All right,
Okay.
Abominable Yeti, Chilling Gaze against Mirnix. Make a DC 18 Constitution
no.
saving throw.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Nope.
Wow.
Use the
All right.
last inspiration. Use the last inspiration.
Okay, I'm going to
Okay,
use
you're
the
out of
last
inspirations.
inspiration.
Thank
Hey!
you.
Hey, all right, you're not
Oh.
paralyzed. And then the target, if the target is successful, the effect ends on it, and the target is immune to Chilling Gaze of all Yetis, but not Abominable Yetis for 1 hour. Oh, well, he's an Abominable, so you're fucked. He still gets to make his 2 attacks, though.
Not if we can.
He does not have advantage on this. This is just a normal attack.
Okay.
2 normal attacks. Here's the claw. 28 to hit
Yeah, that
for 20 damage. 24 damage.
Jeez.
Okay.
Here comes the next one. 31 to hit for that's a crit hit. That's a lot of
Oh,
damage. That's
that's gonna
32,
I'm
42
down,
damage.
Mirnix.
All right, double check
I'm
your
down.
Yeah, you are down.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so that's a lot. So
Okay.
24 plus
We'll make sure we wake you up first so you can be standing over Button when he
42.
wakes up.
is
Appreciate
that's
you.
66 damage total, but that's not enough to straight kill you. It's not like it would have to be like 88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is his turn. Toro.
Cool.
Oh, actually, no. He's going to move because no one can make a reaction. 5. He's going to back up.
Okay. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Chris, if I get to right here, right behind where Mirnix is, can I see him still or no?
Well,
Around the
Mirnix is
corner?
on the ground.
Yeah, sure, because Mirnix is down. Yeah, Mirnix
Yeah,
is
I'm
prone.
down.
Okay, cool.
Or I'm dropped.
We're going to shoot the short bow without sneak attack damage this time. Short bow, 16, 9.
16 does
and then,
hit. Yep.
And then bonus action, throw another psychic blade.
That does
23
hit.
for 5.
All right. Looks good. Boom, boom. Anything else?
No, that's action, movement, bonus action. Yeah.
All right, Natel.
I am
right.
unfortunately in the way though. Sorry.
It's fine. Well, seeing Button and Mirnix down, Natel has a slight panic attack and flashbacks, and is going to move here, and she is going to Lesser Restoration Button. So he will not be paralyzed anymore.
Okay.
And then I will look over to Mirnix, and I will bonus action healing word him
Okay.
at 2nd level.
Okay.
Them, I think.
Them.
Not
Them,
him.
sorry. Yeah, them.
Mhm.
How do I not? Oh, because I'm clicking on the wrong fucking thing. Okay.
7 hits or 7 points.
7 points.
Boom, you're back up. You're still prone. Oh, sorry, Button, you are not prone, but Mirnix is. Got it. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Anything
I have
else?
6 points now.
You have 7 hit
Huh?
points. I just gave it to you.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She just kind of looks at Mirnix, like she's not really looking at Mirnix, and she's like, "You just have to be more careful, Sneeze Lords. You have to be more careful."
Shit.
Oh, I hope Jack is still in the chat.
Oh.
Oh,
All right, Valtrea.
Okay. Thanks to all these big ass people being in the way.
Oh, Farmail gave you 1 inspiration, by the way. Sorry, I missed that in the chat, guys. So you have 1 more inspiration just earned from Jack.
Yay.
I have just enough to get here. And I'm going to hit him with Mind Spike.
Okay.
So if I could get a wisdom save, but I'm also going to use my heightened spell, so he has disadvantage.
Okay. 4.
Oh.
17
And
damage.
So it didn't give me the option to do it, but I was going to shoot it at 3rd level.
I don't know what that does without
That
seeing the
gives
description.
me an extra d6, so I'll just
Okay,
roll
roll a
an extra.
d6 and add it to the 17. 1.
Oh.
18. Boom. All right, as the mind spike hits it right in the face. And Arissa.
Okay. So she's going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15.
That was psychic damage, by the way, if it matters.
He has
There is
no.
no way
It,
I
it,
can
it does the full amount.
see this thing.
You'd have to dash, unfortunately.
That sounds like a very bad idea.
You can bonus action dash. You can still dash and take an
Oh,
action.
that's right. I'm an
Oh. Oh. Fuck that. Yes. Okay, so what am I at? 25.
10, 15, 20, 25 would be
wait,
here.
what?
35, 40.
Both Sarah and I forgot that rogues can
45,
bonus
50,
action dash.
45.
I'm watching
50.
Chris measure here.
You could get right 50. You could get right. You could get right here. You could get right here next to Valtrea. That would be like 60 with all the rough terrain factored in.
Fabulous. I get here and I cast sleep.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you how many hit points he has now before you roll? It's remaining hit points, correct?
It's the remaining hit points. I mean, is that metagaming? Because
I mean,
it doesn't
it's not going
work
to
if
change
it's
your
under-
roll. Oh wait, no, because you might change the level. No, it looks.
No, I can't change the level. I only have level 1 spell.
Oh, okay. All right, sure. Well, he has 18 hit points left.
Okay. I mean,
I
I
believe
have
in you, Sarah. We do have one more inspiration left.
You can't
so-
inspire a spell roll.
a damage, yeah.
Oh.
But it's 5d8, so it's worth trying.
Yeah,
It's
it
definitely
is.
worth
It is.
trying.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, that did it. Oh,
Yes.
awesome. Just barely. So as it tries to, it's like, and it just slowly slumps over, falls into the snow, and falls asleep. You guys immediately run off out of the cave while this thing is sleeping, hoping that it won't wake up. I'm just going to sort of fast forward because I know.
The hell we do.
Oh, wait, you murder it. Straight
we
murder
kill
it.
it.
Yeah, we definitely.
1000% kill it.
Okay, so it is
Like,
pro.
that's not a-
Never mind. Prone. Yeah, that's right. You killed the baby. I should have known you're going to kill this guy. So he's asleep. Mirnix, you're next. He is asleep.
Yes.
You
Killing,
get,
I think killing the baby was an accident.
you get
but it
advantage
still
on this,
happened.
and it's going to be an automatic crit
Oh,
because it's
great.
unconscious.
So I get advantage.
Yeah, you have to hit it.
Oh,
But if you
It's
hit, that's a crit.
unconscious.
That's a crit.
okay.
So extra dice.
So that's going to be
Whoops, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry.
okay.
So 12
5 plus
8. So what is that? 13?
13. It wakes up.
Yes, someone else shoot it fast.
Hey, can't
Wait,
you
I have second
re-roll
attack.
your damage? Can't you re-roll
No,
damage?
multi-attack. It's fine.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
Kenzie
reroll
got a
once
second
per
attack.
turn. I was going to do my second
Kenzie
attack.
has a second attack.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
you're good.
See, I got this one. I got a second attack.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. This one is not a crit. This is a regular hit, but it has 5
Yeah,
hit points
they're
left.
not
So
crits, but that's still funny.
murdered. Just like your baby. Slam.
God, if you had not killed the Yeti, I don't know what I would have done.
Chris is
Kenzie.
like, you run away, and we're like, why would we do that?
Sorry, I was just trying to. I know it's getting late. I'm trying to wrap it up, but you guys have done
No, I
awesome.
know.
So just to quickly, we have one last little bit here. So is that okay with everyone if we just finish up this little? It's literally the peak of the mountain.
Yep,
Yeah, I would say we got to
absolutely.
find the tiefling,
All right.
or parts of the tiefling.
Oh, that's comforting.
I mean,
This whole friggin' thing. You didn't save the halfling. You tried. You tried.
We tried.
Tried.
You come to the edge of a vast and deep crevasse with nowhere to go but down. A collapsed tent lies half buried in the snow near the precipice. Jutting out of a nearby snowbank is a pair of blue leather boots. Next to this grim display, a figure in cold weather clothing sits in the snow, her knees pulled tight to her chest. Horns protrude from underneath the figure's fur-lined hood.
Okay, so she's down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
How?
It's not that far. You could easily like just sort of take, as long as you're careful, you could make your way down.
I have Featherfall, and I can make 5 people with me. Like,
Oh, perfect.
Up to
Yeah.
5
That would do it.
So up to 5 creatures, which I think we've got
You got 6 of us.
6. So if we've got one really good climber, the rest of them can drift down slowly with me.
Do we
All right.
all
Or I
need to
could
go
cast
down
it a
there?
second time. We don't necessarily need to maybe all go down, but maybe just go down and check on her.
Who would
So
like to
half
go
of us should
down?
go down.
Who would like to go down?
I can go down with them.
Yeah, I mean, we've also got like rope and stuff, so like we can just
We
lower
can just
someone
pull
down
her up.
carefully.
Yeah. Why don't we just like send one person down and then pull both of y'all up?
Yes.
Yeah, instead
But
of
between
taking all
2
of them there.
furbolgs, a tabaxi, and a dragonborn,
Yeah, we're good.
I think
Yeah, I think we can handle that.
I think we
We
got
will-
it.
We will hoist them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so do we want me to just go
Yeah,
down?
I think we should go down, or
Yeah.
Arissa.
Okay.
So
And
Anarissa
I have
and who
this.
else?
I have the spell slots to do Featherfall, so I can take the rope and just make it quick and easy and just float down.
Tie it around y'all.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that works.
So I'm gonna do Featherfall to get down to her
Okay.
and to check on her and be like, "We're here to rescue you."
All right. So you run
Also,
up to
hi, another tiefling.
you run up and start shake her shoulders, and you just feel the rigidity in her body, and you look and you see that this person has been frozen solid and completely it's a corpse.
Oh
Man.
Aw.
we
She
can get
alright?
one win. Just one win.
So unfortunately, no.
Check those boots.
They're like, okay, yeah, they're probably like dead.
Yeah.
So the tiefling is frozen dead solid. You see another pair of blue boots pointing out from underneath the snow.
Oh, another. So
no,
I'm gonna go over
there's
there. And...
there is what I just sent to you. There's the frozen tiefling
Oh.
and blue boots.
Aw.
Oh, known as blue boots. Okay. No, I was like, what do you mean? There's more boots? We ran out of people. Yeah. I don't know that there's any. I mean, there's nothing I can really do for her, besides, I guess, try to like, I don't know, do something that vaguely resembles some sort of, I guess like burying her in some way or something. I mean, I'm a rogue. I'm also gonna check her pockets first, but I will try to like leave her in an honorable state.
Okay, so you try and you erect a small. The rest of you guys see Anarissa down there, and she seems to be laying out this frozen body. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna
yell,
hop
check
down there.
those boots, please.
I message them and I go, "She's dead."
I'm gonna hop down there and just like investigate the other body too, just in case.
All right, make
There's only
a make a.
I thought there was only one body. Didn't we just say?
No,
there
I just
was
sent you.
one?
I sent you a
No,
picture.
there's
I sent you a
it's
picture.
the dead tiefling, and then there's another like partially buried body with a pair
Blue
of blue
boots.
boots
Oh.
sticking out. Yeah.
I thought okay, I was confused. Okay.
So, Mirnix, go ahead and roll an athletics check as you jump down the crevasse.
Okay. Oh, 13. Oh, that was
13.
advantage, sorry.
That's okay.
Oh.
20. Okay, so you make it down, no problem. Let's just
I was
roll.
half expecting you to go into
Yeah.
a snowbank.
So you see Mirnix sort of slide down using their tail to sort of like guide them down, and as you get down to the bottom, you see Anarissa is starting to sort of pay respects to this apparently frozen tiefling.
All right, I'm gonna check out the blue boots over there.
Okay, so let me just tell Anarissa what she finds. On Asterix's body, you find a potion. It's clear. It looks rather strange. It's definitely not a healing potion. It's something else. And it
Okay.
looks like this character was a spellcaster, as she has a spell book. It's useless to you, but could fetch a high price if you were going to sell it.
Okay.
So you can put those in your items. I need Mirnix to roll just a regular strength check to pull this half-buried figure out of the snow, if that's what you want to do.
Yes. Where is?
Just the strength word
There it
itself.
is.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
All right, so you grab around the foot of this, and you pull with all your might, and with that, the foot actually breaks off inside the boot as you come back. The figure's still in there.
Hang on.
They're
I'll
probably
find
not
out.
alive.
All right, go ahead and make a
We
strength.
could have all come down.
an
I mean, she's
athletics
just
check.
like, great, come on down, keep coming.
I'm refuse to go down there at this point.
Athletics check, you said?
Correct.
13.
That's okay. All right, so you slide down, not quite as gracefully as Mirnix did, with no counterbalance, but you make it down to the bottom. And you
I'm
move-
the one with an actual tail.
Yeah, he's a cat. He should land on his feet.
Well,
However-
you all made it. Anyway. with
Oh,
that-
no, I want the cat to slip some and then pretend like he
I
did
also
it
have a
fine.
climbing speed of 20 feet.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check if you want to try and get this body out of here.
All right. God. I need a bigger screen. I just need a bigger computer. Strength check.
Correct. You grab the other foot.
I'm gonna
and it-
use the last inspiration.
Okay, good.
Good.
Just
There it is.
Just
There
so
it
you
is.
can literally flex on Mirnix.
That's literally all this is.
So you feel the tendons of the other foot start to give away, but you manage to just grab fuller up on its thigh. When you realize this is well, it's funny. That's when you realize this is a dwarf. I guess it was a little shorter than you thought, and you got to the crotch before you expected it to. But anyway, you grab hold and you pull it back, and this body slides out of the ice, and that's when you realize this body has no head. It's just the lower extremity of a dwarf.
Well, that explains where the head came from up there.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, as you look around, you see that this is a lost cause. There's nothing else you can do. At least you're able to save the husband, Garret. So you make your way down to base camp, where you find him waiting. He's like, he sees that you're bloodied and you've been in battles of some sort. And he says, "My people, any word?"
They didn't make it. I'm sorry.
What about
tried.
my pet baby Yeti? Is he okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's fine. He's with his parents.
Good to
should go get
know.
him.
So with that, a bittersweet ending to our third episode of Frostmaiden, as the characters have saved one, but unable to save everybody. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. You guys make your way back to Termalaine to meet up with Tira, and then from there, I guess we'll see if we can reunite this man with his husband. And to see what happens, you'll have to tune in next week. Is there any last-minute business before we...
I definitely want to have see if there's anything on that dwarven body, but specifically those boots. They seem very interesting.
So they are blue leather boots. They're very nicely crafted. They do not seem enchanted in any way. But on the body, you also find an empty wineskin, a half-eaten block of goat cheese, and a miner's pick. So.
I eat the cheese. I dip it in the sweet goo.
Oh, that sounds delicious!
Oh,
Fantastic. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We'll be back next Wednesday for more Frostmaiden. You can check out our previous episodes on YouTube and your podcast platform of choice. Steven will be playing some games or painting or some nerdy thing that Steven does on Thursday. And then we'll be here Friday for our one-shot, our Halloween one-shot. Should be a lot of fun. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.
Like and subscribe.